guilt trip Dodge when I leave here.
No, we're going to do it right now.
Okay.
We're going to do it right now.
You know, I don't come to New York often enough for her to not be seeing me.
On purpose.
You know? Like,
she
on
missed
purpose.
It on purpose? She missed it on purpose.
What's good, y'all? How y'all doing? We back in the building here at So Shameless headquarters. The couch is couching. None of the hosts are here. Except for me. I got to give Trom his props, though. He did want to be here. Mm-hmm. I actually told him to sit out because I thought it was going to be me, Kira, JD, and Dash. Mm-hmm. Dash says, well, if Kira's there, I don't really feel good anyway. She could just do the show. I just looked at my phone like...
I feel very
I'm surprised you ain't call her.
I was going to, but I said, you know what? It's the first thing in the morning. I'm going to do it when the show is over.
You going to call her later on?
I sure am. Going to be like, I came in town and you didn't come. I'm going to cry and everything.
Did she do this last time?
She did. No. The time before last time. Because she didn't come the first day I did. Mm. And then I boo-hooed and then she came the second time. So I'm gonna cry. I'm going to make a scene so that the next time I come, she has to be here.
I feel a way because I had a good vibe going.
Yes.
I matched it up. You got the two earthy people. Sorry, I know you ain't earthy, but I'm putting you in with JD. Putting you in with JD.
Why am I labeled with earthy? Like, I'm metrosexual last week. Now I'm earthy. Like, what is giving? What is giving?
Oh, I'm definitely earthy. I wake up every morning and go find grass, for sure.
You do?
And once I locked my hair, it was over.
Oh, she steps on grass.
Earthy.
I've never even stepped on grass.
I'm not going
to step on grass.
It's a part of my regimen. Last time I was here, I was lace front and lashes. Mm-hmm. I'm earthy now.
You changed it up.
Change it up.
I love that for you.
You said you was a misandrist before, too.
I was, yeah.
First of all, I don't know if a lot of people know what that means because everybody's into misogyny now.
Right. Okay, so misandrist is kind of like someone who has a deep disdain and hatred for men. And I was proud of it, too. Like, I was the captain of the misandry club.
What makes you get there to that point?
Men.
Is it too much dick? Lack of dick? Like,
no, it wasn't even.
Does it have anything to do with dick? Like, what is it?
Dick is actually the only thing that makes us like y'all. If anything, it's like the dick is not the thing that makes us dislike y'all. That's the reason why we would deal with y'all. It's everything else outside of the dick that makes us hate y'all guts.
So the shit that y'all try to put on us about being homosocial is actually something that y'all deal with. Because if it wasn't for dick, y'all probably wouldn't even deal with men.
1,000% probably, yeah. Old us though. A lot of us have changed, I've been in therapy for a couple years now.
What has changed about you? Like, how did it change? Like,
I decentered men completely from my life, not just in a sexual aspect. Mm-hmm. I started looking at men as human beings instead of romantic partners. So I have a lot more male friendships now, and I just don't date. I haven't been on a date since 2023. It's 2025.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't have time.
Do you think that is going to make it easier for you?
Absolutely.
Once you get... Okay, because I would think that the lack of practice, you get back out there and you would do, it's either one extreme or the other.
No, I think that a lot of time away from something allows you to come back to it with a clear head. Mm. Because if you keep jumping in the dating pool and the last time you was in the dating pool, you got bit up and ate by a bunch of sharks and piranhas, you're going to get in that water ready for the next attack. But if you allow yourself some time to have some clear waters and still waters, then you're going to get back in the dating pool with the best of intentions and the best of hope for what's out there in that water. And then you're also not bleeding, right? Because if you jump in that water and you still bleeding, that's how them sharks come. That's how they come find you. So, there's no blood now because I've been so healed up that the next time I get in the water, there should be nothing coming to attack me. And if it is, I'll be ready, but I won't be cautiously scared,
anxious about it.
Exactly.
JD, what do you think about that? A woman that hasn't been on a date in 2 years.
I think that's actually insane. But I do like that approach, though. If that's your approach, then I agree with it. So you're not tapping in.
No, because...
You know what I'm saying? Without me saying shit vulgarly. You know what I'm saying?
What is... Because I know what I think you mean tapping in.
You're not tapping in. You're not tapping in. This is what he's trying to say.
This is 2 years not tapping in. It's crazy.
No. So I did over a year of celibacy and abstinence. And then I tried to get back out there.
Before you finish. Celibacy, right, is no sexual nothing.
Absolutely.
Right. So even within yourself.
Even within myself.
Shit, me.
Because here's the thing. Initially, it would just be about removing men. But if I'm still allowing myself to get that pleasure, then I'm not getting out of it what I need to get. So I completely, everything. No,
I agree with that.
No self-pleasure, no nothing.
I agree with that.
I did it that way because, one, I felt like men did not deserve that energy from me. But two, I also felt like clearly I'm doing something wrong. A lot of people need to take themselves off the market to figure out what it is that you're doing wrong so we don't have 10 years of bad dating experience. That there's so much work that we need to do within ourselves that has nothing to do with the people we date. And I think that we spend too much time trying to fix ourselves through people when we could just have our seasons of isolation to do the work that we need to do. Like I said, I haven't been on a date in a couple years, but I've been in therapy consistently every week for 2 years. I've been sober. I've been eating better. I've been getting my mind and mental clear. And it's like when I do start dating again, I will be a healthy, functional adult woman that can add something to the dating pool instead of another toxic love story, because that shit gets draining.
So you don't ever like get like a urge to like do any? You didn't get any urges in those last 2 years?
How
do you fight the urges?
Get busy. I went on tour.
She's been on tour for 2 years.
Listen, I went to over 24 cities this year, and we're only in October.
I love that.
I just stay busy enough to where there's some self-development that you need to do that doesn't involve a romantic partner. So the minute I start thinking, oh man, a date would really be nice, and I'm like, so is $1 million. So I wrote another book. I dropped the album. I've been touring. There's so much that we can do within ourselves that don't involve romance.
Let's talk about that real quick. For one, matter of fact, before I go into that, if I meet somebody, just dating wise, right?
Yeah.
And they say they haven't been on a date in 2 years, that's gonna raise my anxiety.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm gonna look at them like, oh, they serious. They looking for something serious right now, and I don't even know. I know she looks good. I like, whatever. But damn, that's a lot of pressure. 2 years?
It's a lot of pressure to perform. 1,000.
You understand what I'm saying?
I get it for
like,
sure.
Is she even going to be with the let's see where this goes mode?
Absolutely.
Yeah. But for me, it wasn't like, oh, I'm stopped dating for 2 years because I'm looking for my husband.
I get that.
It's like, oh, I need to stop dating for 2 years because I'm looking for myself. It's about me. It wasn't about the man. It was about the work that we need to do. It had nothing to do with this husband. I could have, you know how many men who want to give me the world, and the last guy I dated before I stopped dating had husband written all over him. It was like, but do I got wife written all over me? I'm not ready. I can't do this. It had nothing to do with them at a point.
Come on now.
I'm just saying.
What?
I walked away from a great man. He was great. He was established. He was older than me. He's like, I got the house. I'm a renter, he's got a mortgage on him, like owned house, cars, businesses, and I'm just like, you're ready, but I'm not. Sometimes we need to take ourselves over the dating pool. So it had nothing to do with these men not always being serious. It's like, but I'm not as serious as I think I am either. I need, like I say in my poem, I got ready for you. I had to get ready. I owed me all these changes and more because we no longer pray for husbands. We become the wives that they pray for. I know that I'm a wife, but I wasn't in wife mode. So I had to just remove myself that when I am ready to date, I might get married right away because I've done all of the work.
What's wife mode though? What's wife mode? What does that look like?
Dodge, just to be clear, you don't have to come back.
Y'all not gonna play with my girl. Y'all not gonna play with my girl. Y'all not about to play with my girl. Y'all not about to play with my girl. But wife mode looks like self-sufficient mode. I think that we can't even have wife or husband in our vocabulary if we don't have sustainable, functional, single adult. And the conversation looks different depending on how old you are. Because when you're in your 20s and you're young and you're dating, that's that grow together age, right? That's that let's figure this out, we don't know what we're doing age. But once you hit that 30, 40, 50 and up, come to me with some type of shit together. Don't come to me with all of this baggage, and because I'm already coming with somebody else's kids. I'm already coming with years of situations and trauma. So I need to do enough work on myself to be prepared for a functional relationship. And I was not ready. So I had to take myself out of the market. It's only but so many failed relationships you can have until you got to start looking at yourself. It can't be everybody else. It can't be everybody else.
Damn, yo, it's a high smoke point over there.
Nigga, it's only, we are 10 minutes in. She got 3 clips coming. She had 3 clips coming. Yo, yes, do me a favor. Go back to her camera. Go to her camera. Can you lower the ISO on that camera? I don't want her glowing. I mean, she's already glowing. Is it?
Better?
Yeah. All right, cool. Look, we can sit here and harp on, oh, damn, she's not a misandrist no more. But what about the misogyny? What about us? Are you ready to be a husband where you are today?
No, not at all. I'm not ready to be a husband. I would say I'm ready to be in a relationship. Those two are different. I don't think if I was in a relationship right now and it was time has passed and me and this woman have been building together and individually, 1,000% I would be like, yeah.
But you're putting it on her. I'm asking you where you are as a self. Remember she said self-sustaining.
Oh, self-sustained?
You.
Me personally, no. Nah, I
what is
wouldn't
the work
say
that
like
you would need to do?
Huh?
What
would I have
would
to
you
do?
need to add to your baseline for you to say, yeah, I'm husband material right now?
I think I would have to go, and I agree with her when she said therapy. Like I would have to go to like a lot more therapy sessions to unpack a lot of mother wound situations.
Talk about
a lot of selfishness that I kind of suffer with, like not having the capability sometimes to be unselfish in certain matters that I need to be unselfish in. Not trying to, and I don't ever want to be content in certain situations, but sometimes you gotta like look within yourself and be like, hey man, not humble yourself, but relax.
That needs work. Are you dating right now?
Yes.
So why are you existing knowing that work needs to be done while dating and saying, okay, but when for another situation, I would actually go to therapy. Right now, these bitches could deal with this.
Because I think I'm actually healthy enough to be in a relationship, to be honest with you. I think I'm like at a stage, I'm no longer like tabbing in with multiple women. You get what I'm saying? Let's just be honest. I'm no longer tapping in with multiple women. I'm no longer playing games with you. I'm not misleading or manipulating situations that like I used to, and I was open with it. Like I used to be like very manipulative. Like I used to be like, yeah, nah, you my only. You know, or whatever. Like, I used to make women feel like they were my only woman. You know what I'm saying? All right.
Triggered.
No, I know. That's why when women tell me, and I think a lot more women be like, yo, I hate men or whatever, or like whatever the case is. And I be understanding. I'm like, I was that dude. Like I was him like doing too much. And then I hated the way I looked when I was found it out. And I hated hurting that person that I actually did care for. I just manipulated them into a situation that they didn't need to be in. I wasted their time. I wasted my time, and I just decided like, yo, I can't waste my time anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit is crazy.
That was selfish.
It's super selfish.
No, what you just said, because you wasted their time. You can't waste people time no more. You put yourself first.
No, I said I just told him. I said I can't waste their time either. I said that too. I can't waste their time. Don't do to me like that. I said I can't waste their time. I don't want to waste their time. I don't want to waste my time. Yeah, but in certain instances you gotta be selfish on your time. Like you know what I mean. So like I wasted my time manipulating different women. So. But right now I'm in a different stage where it's like that's not. I'm gonna tell you straight up. Like hey, this is what it is. Are you with it or not? You know what I mean? Like do you want to be in something or no? You know, or do we want to work towards this or not? And just let it be that. You know what I mean?
That's fair.
I love this. I love the room.
She's like, that's fair. I thought you had a lot more to say about that.
No, that's fair. I think that once you get to the point of letting people decide what they want to put up with, that's how you take the mask off of the manipulation. Because I used to be manipulative as well. Not in the same way of telling everybody that they were special, but in a way of, I'm going to show you exactly what you want to see from me so I can get exactly what I want from you, instead of showing you my real self. And women, we manipulate a lot to get relationships out of men or get what we want out of them. So it's like my manipulation came with the control factor of, I want this, so I'm going to do that to get this. And you're going to go along with the script. And if you deviate from the script, you will be replaced. But again, therapy. Mm-hmm. 2 years strong, going on 3 years now. So shout out to my therapist.
So you're in therapy while you're on tour, writing a book,
finishing an album, raising a child, fighting for
finishing
my
an album,
life.
There's a lot going on.
It's a lot going on.
How do you just exist as Kira amongst all of these different moving parts?
I spend a lot of time with people who are not involved in any of my creative spaces and endeavors. I think that if I have enough people around me, it's important to have people around you that speak to your goals and speak to your plans and speak to the things that you have going on. But I like to fill my leisure time with people who see me as Shakira or Kara and not just Kara J. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like the people that are closest to me, if they call me Kara J, I might pass out. Like you, I don't think you've ever even said Kara J because we're close. You know what I mean? So it's like having people around you that know the real you allows you to just exist. It is hard though, and it's only going to get harder. So I just need to make a better plan for how I'm about to do this because what's coming
you friend
next.
very well.
Oh, thank
You
you.
friend well.
What does that mean?
Just present, always there for a listen, checking in. She might be on the road for a minute. She's in town. She's like, yo, where you at? Yo, don't do that. I need to see you. I know you want to be in the house. I need to see you. Come on, come out. Let's get a drink. Like, she friends well. You know what I mean? You feel, there's some people, I don't know. Sometimes your phone rings when they need something.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's
And
a lot of
they hit
people.
you with the how you doing, and then after that, it's what they need.
Yeah.
Yes. There's a lot of people that can hit your phone when they need you for something, but how many people hit your phone to see if you need something?
If you need something.
How many people hit your phone to just say, I'm just seeing what you're doing. Just seeing what you're doing. Like, there's a lot more to us than just what we provide. Like, how's your spirit? How's your energy? Because again, outside of these platforms that we build, we are people, and I care so much more about the people behind the platforms than the platforms themselves. You could stop all of this tomorrow if you felt like it. We still gonna be locked in.
Well, we're not doing that. And as a matter of fact, you are on a new journey, and I'm so fucking blown away by it. This fucking album.
Thank you.
Yesterday,
It's my baby right there.
Sir,
the day after I went to that thing, what was I playing in here?
the album.
The next day, what was I playing in here?
That album's on repeat for like the next couple weeks after
I
that.
was in the Discord. A lot of them is in here right now. Nigga. Playing it in the Discord on Popcorn. Like, they have a little thing in your Discord they can play music. Yo, find that song on there. They were like, I don't know if it's on there. It's on there. I was looking for you on Spotify. I couldn't find it on Spotify.
We still working on that. I don't know what Spotify has against me. It's
There's
on everywhere
there's
else.
a white Kira J.
I know.
Spotify is a problem.
It's on everywhere else. I'm talking Tidal,
It's a problem.
Apple Music, YouTube Music, Amazon Prime Music,
Title.
iHeartRadio. It's on everywhere.
What's the problem with Spotify?
I don't know. I don't know.
Spotify will
like when you go to it, they show the link, they show the album, they show the tracks. You sign in and say no tracks. So we just back and forth communicating, trying to figure that out.
Yeah, they a problem.
Yeah.
For sure.
They took off my podcast for that. Like, you can't even. When I talk to them about it, they like, we don't know.
We don't know. It's like, I don't know.
We don't know. That's exactly the
They
answer.
just probably take your data and train the AI with it. That's it.
There's a business, music business yesterday over here. He wants to talk. He's a whole different thing. Yo. You
With
get
the
into a
AI
conversation with
shit?
him. He started
No,
talking
but
metrics.
they did do something now with artists about that AI shit that's like problematic, but that's a whole different conversation.
I listened to these songs that you have on there. They're very touching.
Thank you.
The first one, it seems so. The first song, as a matter of fact, can I play some of these? I can't. I'm not gonna play them on the pod.
Yeah, you can play 'em.
Right? I'm gonna play them. The album is called "I Have No Idea What I'm Doing"
I have no idea what I'm doing.
by Kira J. You can listen to it on almost any music streaming site except for Spotify right now. We don't know why. We'll get that fixed, right? I'm gonna listen to the first track, the one after her talking to her son or your nephew.
My
What's
son,
your
yeah.
And that one is called High Frequency Love Affair. Right? I'm not going to do a lot of these tracks, but maybe 2 or 3 I do want to listen to. So I'm going to play it. I'm not going to play it because I don't want Apple or nobody to remove the episode or whatever. Plus, I also want y'all to go listen. Because I got a feeling this might hurt my streams. Because once they go over there, they're going to be like, oh, wait. They might not come back to the pod. But she's spitting on the pod too, so fuck it. I'll take my chances. Go listen to High Frequency Love Affair real quick. I have some questions. And then I have another question about She Let Herself Go.
Ooh, child.
Right? I got ready for you. And then the last snippet, that's JD, you gonna be in the hot seat. I got a feeling, I'm not sure.
I got a hot seat. Okay.
All right, so if you're out there with me, go on over to Apple Music right now. Just listen to this so you have some context, right, as to what we're about to talk about. And I am going to try to stream this to the television right now.
I want to raise your vibrations and your babies. It's been only a good bad days with you.
Yesterday, you got the remote. I got it.
It's over there.
I want to tap into a part of you that you didn't know was there.
I want to touch your spirit as much as I want to touch your hair. I want to feel you everywhere. I'm talking outside and within. I be so engulfed with you. I want to live inside your skin. I want to grow your next of kin. I create life with you easily, so we can build a generation that's operating on this frequency. My love, do you know the importance of being loved and whole? When someone loves every inch of your body, but they also love your soul, this type of shit lasts lifetime. And every time we reconnect, the love gets louder. Navigating through millions of souls till we find each other. That's that power. This ain't the first time that we loved each other. From the day we met, we didn't understand. Trying to make modern sense out of an ancient love when this was all part of God's plan. I want to grow old holding your hand. When our legs are sweet to even walk, we can just lay together in silence. We don't even gotta talk. I want to live and die inside your arms, and just when you think that's the end, we come back next lifetime to find each other and do it all again. I just want to be your friend. If it's not in our cards to have nothing more. Maybe in this timeline we're platonic because we've been in love before. I just want to be around you and find myself inside your eyes. And keep drowning in intimate moments till I know where the deepest part of you lies. I want to have everything with you, but if I can't have the house, kids, and all that shit, I guess I'll just enjoy the experience and take what I can get.
Whole bar, nigga. She spitting. She's spitting.
Production's crazy too.
All right.
Thank you.
I'm gonna try to come up off that so yesterday could reconnect the Discord to the television. Woo! JD, what you think about that track?
I thought it was beautiful. That gave him some like old school Drake production vibes. And
Ooh, that's Rush D right there.
Yeah,
He's
that's
actually
some-
produced a lot of tracks for Drake.
really,
Yeah.
yeah, that was hard.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was hard.
Who inspired this? What is the? If I was to paint a picture, if there was like literally, if this was a story, what's happening in that story?
I have a lot of like male friends, right? But this was like someone that I met that I was like, I just can't have you as just another male friend because I loved him so bad. But it was like, I'll settle for the friendship if that's all we could have. But this deepness that I feel, I had to get it out on paper. It felt like I had loved you in every single lifetime. Like every single lifetime.
Yeah, I love what you said. You just had to experience, like, yo,
Yeah,
I'll settle for the experience.
I'll just take what I can get because I need something. I'm leaving here with something.
Now, that's what I got from this. You're not in a relationship with this guy.
No,
This is y'all haven't gotten there yet.
no.
This feels intense.
Not by that poem.
Right now. She spoke. She manifested.
That's
that
the
book. She
beginning of the
manifested
album,
that
right?
book. Right.
You listen to the whole album?
Right.
You hear the second to last track?
Oh, you got there. But okay, so I'm glad that you drew that. So yeah, you got to go listen to the second.
Gotta
last
go
track.
listen to the
Actually, got to go
album.
listen to the whole shit.
Go listen to it's the whole story. I tell the whole story.
My thing is, JD, have you ever had somebody feel that strongly about you before you felt that way about them?
Yeah, 1000%. And I knew it. That's the problem.
When you know.
When I know,
Why?
because I don't feel the same. I don't feel the same, but I'm dragging it on. That's the problem. Sometimes you got like, yo, I can't. Like, I got, no.
But this is a friend though.
No, it's not. It's not, though. It's not. It's not. Because you even like alluded to it like, yo, I'll just take it for the experience. But like you, and in the back of your mind, You know what you're doing.
Yeah, I just want to be your friend. If it's not in our cards to have nothing more, maybe in this timeline we're platonic because we've been in love before. Maybe all we have in this lifetime is our friendship because we've already loved each other. We've already grown old and had the grandkids and died together already. That's why I say I want to live and die inside your arms. And just when you think that's the end, we come back next lifetime to find each other and do it all again. Because it's like I know that we've been in love before. It's no way. But, you know.
But in the back of your mind, even as y'all was friends.
This is a sickness.
No.
That's sick. You can't do that
that's
to
what
me.
I'm saying.
You
Like,
can't just be in love like that and I'm
Yeah.
just taking you out. We going out together chilling.
But the
that's
thing
what I'm
is,
saying.
like, I never guilted him for not loving me back.
Okay.
I accepted the love that he had to offer. Because I don't get to say that you don't love me because you don't love me the way that I love you. Mm-hmm. The love that you are showing me is very real. You'll do anything for me. You'll do anything for anybody I bring around you, my kids, my career, my mental health. You do love me.
Yeah.
You just don't love me how I love you. So I don't get to downplay that the love you have for me because it's not the same love that I have for you.
Got it.
It just was like, I'm respecting our different loves for each other, you know?
That makes sense. Because I thought, and that's why I said in the back of your mind, you know what you're doing. Because low key, that is manipulation. Mm-hmm. Where it's like, yo, I'm going to hang around this situation for enough time just to change his mind.
Mm-hmm. I got a poem on there where I talked about that too.
Uh-oh.
2 poems actually where I talk about like you doing that waiting game and it's like you're gonna be waiting forever, my love. This is not fair. You know.
Is this album about him?
We got him.
Yo, write that down. We might want to take
We
that
got
out.
him. We got him.
We got him.
Write that time shit down. We might want to take that
This
out.
album is about love in general.
Yeah.
So I talk about self-love. Mm-hmm. I talk a lot about the love for God. I talk about the love for my male friends that are really platonic. But there are a lot of tracks on the album about my love for him. So my album is just about love in general. Mental health and family and my children and my friendships and my love for God. But it's definitely enough poems on there about my love for him. For sure. Probably about half the album.
I've been in situations like this before. And it was definitely uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. And this is not to speak to your situation whatsoever, because obviously y'all matured into something else. And y'all had a really deep, different type of connection, that friendship. So mine was more friend. I think y'all were like more than that the whole time.
Oh, no, absolutely not.
Right. Well, not. Nigga, you say do anything for my kids, do anything that.
That's friendship. That's friendship. When you think about the way that you show up for your friends.
Best friends fall into that.
Yeah,
but I have a lot of friends.
You know, this is one of like we're all best friends. It's like
okay, best friends.
Yeah,
so that's different.
Yeah.
So friend and best friend status, those are different.
Absolutely, you're right.
You understand what I'm saying? Best friends get anything out of me.
Yeah,
absolutely.
For sure.
You feel me?
1,000%.
I've literally slept on the floor with one of my best friends while him and his girl was homeless. They slept in the bed, and I slept on a cot on the floor because they needed more room for them. They needed somewhere to go. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that was a wild situation, by the way. If you know, you know. I have been in situations like that where I was giving all of this friendship to somebody and I didn't realize it was turning into love for them because they was like, well, if he's like this as a friend,
imagine who he is as a lover.
I know that we could, because this is all I need. If I could just fuck him, we could just right here and just,
what are we waiting for?
Let's just fuck and just be together.
Get this out the way.
It could just be this right here. But fucking was never on the table for me. I just liked you, loved you as a friend, and it got uncomfortable for me, and I wound up having to slow it down. And then somehow I became the bad friend.
And that's exactly what I refuse to do in my situation.
Right.
There's been times where we've had to stop being friends multiple times.
Right.
Because I was like, I don't ever want to villainize you for not choosing me. I love the way that you show up for me, but it obviously means a lot more for me than it means for you. And I never want to get to the point where I start performing to try to earn your love either. Because I said, when I do anything for my male friends, they could call me, do this, do that, and I'm there. I'm coming running. But when you call me, I'm coming running a little different because I'm like, okay, he's calling, he wants to. whenever I start trying to gain something out of what I do for you, then I got to pull back because that's not pure love. If I want to do something for you, it got to come from my heart. Whenever what I'm doing for you comes with an agenda, then I got to pull back. So we've stopped being friends plenty of times.
Wow.
Plenty of times. But out of maturity of going, this ain't coming from a pure place. Because you think that you got your friend here that's just showing up to support you. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, one day, this is going to be more. And that's not fair to the other person.
Damn, does he see me yet?
Yeah, that's not fair to him. That's not fair. So I've walked away from that friendship so many times.
You got to walk away.
You got to.
You got to walk
That's
away.
the only thing to do. That's the only thing that's fair. Because imagine what that does to a person. I don't want to, even if you end up with me, it would not have been your choice. You would have settled for me. Because I'm not what you want.
Hey.
I'm trying to convince you to love me. And that's not fair. I don't want anybody to be with me out of the guilt of me loving you so much. So I've definitely walked away plenty of times.
You ever been in that, yesterday, you ever been in that situation where you felt like you loved them more than they loved you, or you was like hoping that this could be something?
No, in reverse, I feel like somebody's loved me more than I love them, and they've like waited around and just try to do things to try to earn that status with
Was
me.
you fucking them?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 1,000%. I was about to say.
This nigga's nuts.
You can't do that.
I was about to say that.
You can't do that. That's what makes you the villain. That's what makes you the villain.
That was my main issue right there.
No, when I say friendship, I
No, y'all
mean
was friends.
friendship.
Yeah, nah.
No fucking touching, sucking, kissing, nothing. This
Thing
is friendship.
The thing is, I'm like, all right, maybe you can suck the dick. You know what I'm saying?
You can't do
like,
that.
In my head,
That's what I'm
You
saying.
can't
that's
do
what I'm
that.
saying. No, like I get what you saying.
Yeah.
Right?
It's like you can get some dick as a friend.
You can
Like,
get
You
like,
can't do
Yeah.
that.
I agree with you. I don't think. Listen, you could be friends with people that you have sex with,
Right.
but like if you're getting into this thing as you in love with me, and I like you as a person or a friend, you understand what I'm saying? I should not fuck you. I agree with you,
Yes.
but head.
No.
You get what I'm
See,
saying?
that's the difference between, but again, that's the difference between
who's
emotional,
turning it down?
that's the difference between emotional
I'm joking, by the way,
integrity,
I'm joking.
emotional maturity, and emotional responsibility.
No, I agree.
Because this man knew how I felt about him,
Yeah.
and because he knew how he didn't feel about me,
Yeah.
the emotional integrity and responsibility that he had over my feelings was like, girl, you can't touch
You can't-
nothing
you
over
can't
here.
touch nothing over
Because it's going to mean so much to you, and it's going not to mean that for me, so we should not even know nothing.
And
Know
that
nothing.
made you love him more.
It did.
I agree. I agree. By
That
the way.
made
I
her
am
fuck
joking.
with him more. Like, yo, just for that, I'll suck your dick even more. just for that. Because you actually care about my feelings. Like, yo, I've been there, bro.
Because how many times you gonna turn it down for real? Like, let's be honest.
Yeah, and it becomes, you start feeling bad. But then once you start feeling bad, you start pulling away.
You should. That's
Right?
the right
Yeah.
move.
Because it's like, yo, come on.
Come
like,
on,
now
come
this
on,
is
like,
bad,
come on,
bro.
now,
Like,
this looks crazy.
every time I'm around you, I feel like I'm like dragging
guilty.
you. I feel like I'm guilty. I feel guilty.
Have you ever been in the opposite situation, or have you ever loved someone and they didn't love you back? Tahoe? Yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah? Like you loved them like you loved them.
Yeah, like I put it all on the line, and it was like,
Nah,
that's cool.
that's cool. It's crazy.
Discord has me crying. Can I get some dick as a friend? It's crazy yesterday.
It is crazy.
You can get some dick as a friend. It's crazy.
I don't remember nothing from before.
Oh, okay. All right, here we go.
No, I feel you.
I thought
I
you
feel
was
you.
gonna-
I totally understand it.
I'm dead ass though.
No, I feel you.
I've been in this relationship so long. I can't.
It
It's
doesn't
it's
even
like
register.
It's like a whole nother
Yeah.
lifetime.
that's a
ago.
whole
It's
other
not-
lifetime,
yeah,
bro.
you
It's,
know.
that's
Yeah.
I can't recall, but I'm pretty sure I have. I'm a sucker for love, so I'm pretty sure I have been
yeah.
head over heels for somebody, but I probably didn't even know their name.
Yeah.
Like I probably didn't even, like this probably somebody I seen on Instagram, and I was like, yo, me and you could only be
Oh my
together.
God,
Like I'm
this is gonna
telling you,
be-
you're perfect for me.
It's discerning what is real love and what is my attachment issues.
Yeah.
Do I actually want this person, or am I just longing for love from any direction that I can find it? But that's what therapy helps us with.
I thought you was about to go bring it to the poem.
She
just
was,
now.
nigga.
I know,
Nigga,
that's
she
just-
talk like
I'm gonna say
that.
that's just how I talk.
Like I'm like
Everything
wait,
I say sounds like hella
Nigga,
poetic.
she
sometimes.
walks through life on a cloud.
She
Nigga.
was about
She
to
just
bar it up.
floats through.
Half
you
of what
say?
I say is stanzas. Yeah, but that's just discerning. Is it about the person, or is it about the love that I'm longing for from them? And, you know, therapy taught me like, nah, it was this nigga. But it's cool, you know.
You also have another song I'm about to go to. One I wasn't going to talk about at first. What is the flower?
The flowers that are loved never get picked.
The flowers that are loved never get picked.
The flowers that are loved never get picked. Okay, so we just finna talk about him all day because that's the point.
I see where that's going. I knew that. Now that you brought this up, I looked and I was like, wait a minute. Oh, that's what this is.
Yeah, I'm telling that story.
Goated.
Because they say when you like a flower, you pick it. But if you love the flower, you water it daily. You water it daily. So his love for me was like, if I pick you, I might destroy you. Because the way that I'm dealing with these women ain't, you know, they ain't getting the best of me. But because I love you, I'm going to leave you alone and water you as a person. But the flowers that are really loved, we never get picked and then we start feeling unchosen. Like, why you're not choosing me? And that man looked me in my face and was like, to spare you. I'm not choosing you to spare you. The love that you get from me, the women that I'm picking, they're not getting that. I am sparing you right now.
Damn.
So it's like the flowers that are loved never get picked. I talk about that like, you know.
I swear on my life, that's a beautiful one. That's a clip.
Yeah.
Son, nigga. When I listened to it, I was sitting there, I almost pulled over on the side of the fucking FDR. There's no way to pull over on the FDR. I would just stop on the right lane.
Right now.
Nigga.
The flowers
I was
that are
like,
loved never get
holy
picked.
shit. So I'm not even gonna stop the show and listen to it. I just need y'all to go listen to that song. I need y'all to go listen to the album. And I'm not even trying to promote the album.
Album fire.
I'm not trying to promote the album. I promise you, I don't give a fuck. With all due respect, your numbers are your numbers.
Thank you.
I want you as a person to listen to this album. Whoever's listening, the shit is nuts, bro.
Thank you.
This shit is nuts. Okay.
Lord.
Beautiful.
Let's get away from homie.
Let's get away from it.
There's another bar in here. There's another thing. There's two more things in here because I got regular topics. But being that she's here and she spoke on some real life shit, and they say all I do is talk about men versus women, there's some real life shit that I went through with a friend that was suffering through depression, that was going through depression. And when I went to Kira's album listening party, and she says something. I think when she was talking, she was like, I was just writing one day. I was just thinking one day, and I was like, damn. She's like, I woke up one day and was like, oh shit, I haven't shaved my legs in
7 months.
In 7 months.
Like, how do we even get there?
How do we even get here? So that's the song I wanna play right now. And that song is called She Let Herself Go. She Let Herself Go. Again, I'm not gonna let y'all hear it on the show. Go over to Apple Music, go over to wherever you listen to, YouTube Music, whatever it is. Listen to She Let Herself Go, and then come back. All right? Let me see if I can get this back up onto the television. Oh, we working this shit out. We working this shit out. And do you know what today is?
So I woke up one day and I was 30 pounds heavier. I'm sure most of us can relate. One day you're getting off the shower and you glance in the mirror like, when the fuck did I gain all this weight? Because I was never cut and chiseled, but my figure was alright. So now I'm trying to figure out where things went left because something isn't right. So now I'm looking at old photos and I notice I've lost my glow. The hair is falling out from the top of my head and a mustache is starting to grow. This double chin is disrespectful,
yo.
My hair is so matted it's starting to lock. My skin looks like a pizza pie and my feet are so busted I'm sleeping with socks. I haven't shaved my legs in 7 months, but this is not about the hair.
Yo.
This is about how depression can cripple you so much that you start to neglect your self-care, and I'm wondering where and when things got this bad because this didn't happen in one day. I've been so distracted with falling apart, I didn't realize I looked this way. See, depression is different for everyone, but that doesn't mean that it's not real. I have the type of depression that physically manifests, so I always start to look how I feel, and in that moment, I felt like I wanted to break, but I had no tears left for crying. Like I was forcing myself to fight for my life when I felt like I was dying. Have you ever had one of those days when you literally can't get out of bed? Like what ambulance is there to call when the sickness is in your head? And most of the world can't relate to invisible illness enough to really sympathize it. can't see with their eyes, they're gonna minimize it. I have been told to just change my thinking. It's that easy as it sounds. Like I can positive affirmation myself from not having a chemical imbalance. I have been told that I'm exaggerating. That I just do this for attention. And if you believe anyone would choose this feeling, then you lack basic comprehension, because the number one desire for everyone that suffers from depression, and I think we couldn't agree more, is the desire to truly experience happiness, the desire to find our cure. This isn't something we're trying to carry for life. This isn't something we're trying to maintain. I want to wake up one day in the future and no longer feel this pain. I feel insane. Like I'm not in control of my mood, so I'm not in control of my days. So when I feel happiness, I fight for it with everything in me, because
that feeling never stays.
I felt ashamed for having a recipe that should equate to happiness, but still having it rough. Like, this mental illness isn't even about what's going on when
Your blessings are not even enough.
What you have to understand about depression is that it can bring your whole life to a halt. And you'll blame yourself for being crippled by it when it's not even your fault. So crippled by your mind that you pray your body could just intervene. That you don't even got the energy in you to get up and cook or clean, and so you sink. The days turn into weeks, the months to years. Until you wake up and half your life is gone and you've lived out all your fears, and it's not that no one cares.
Shit.
Or anyone is trying to ignore you. Everyone's navigating their own crisis, so they keep carrying your trauma for you. I pray that tomorrow feels less heavy, and we're able to clear things off our plate. I pray that we all get the help we need before it is too late. I pray that the next time you see someone spiraling, we don't rush to judgment and talk them down, because with the weight of depression on their back, it was never really about those pounds.
It was never really about those pounds.
That's yo. Yo.
Oh yeah.
Yes, put the Discord back, please, my brother.
Wow.
Speechless.
Thank you. That one is heavy.
It's heavy because I was the person telling them, all you got to do is change the way you think. Like, yo, you're doing this to yourself almost. Like I was a victim of their depression. I don't. It took years. This person was around me for years, trying to explain to me that they don't want this. They don't choose this. You can't positive affirmation this. You can't. This isn't.
It's chemical.
This isn't like I don't want to be the negative energy in your life, nigga. This is happening to me. I'm suffering through this. And when I listen to this song, I hear myself in your cries. I hear you crying to me like, bro, you're not listening. You don't hear me. You don't understand. You think this is just a person with a nasty disposition. And that's not what this is. I am fighting behind a glass wall, and this other version of me is what you keep thinking this is, and I can't get through.
Right.
One day I wake up like this. The next day I might have a smile. Doesn't mean I'm happy.
Yeah.
I just, it's a better day.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we don't understand or get it. If you're not a person that goes through depression, you'll never understand how they feel and things of that nature. And I, much like Tahoe, I've had friends that were suffering with depression real bad. And I will say I was very ignorant to the situation at hand, that it was like a real mental illness. And I would say the same thing, like, yo, man, fuck you doing?
Tighten up.
Let's go. Like, what we got going on? Because I would have, and respectfully, I have very low patience for a lot of things. And it's something that I've been working on. But like, someone feeling sorry for themselves was something I had no patience for. You know what I mean? Because of the situations that we grew up in, of like just eating certain things to go to sleep at night or go to sleep hungry. I never had patience for people that was complaining about things that may seem minuscule to me, but it was large for them. And I had to understand, like, yo, bro, that's not up to you to like understand their depression. You get what I'm saying? The biggest thing they need from you right now is support.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? In the biggest way. So, you know, it was really, I love from your perspective of like, yo, or like Tahoe even, like, yo, you know, I'm tripping. You know what I mean? I should be your friend instead of being like, yo, tighten up or give you positive affirmations. Like, nah, man, you're good. You're great. You're a great person.
You just got a new job, nigga.
Why you sad? You got money in your pockets.
I like to always bring the conversation back to chemical imbalance, because depression, there is a such thing as situational, circumstantial depression, where something happens that can trigger you into being depressed. But for a lot of people, depression is a chemical imbalance within your brain that it has nothing to do with if you ate. It has nothing to do if you have money, because you could see someone who's broke, struggling, crying, and they could still be happy.
Yeah.
You could still find that happiness, and you could see someone that you feel like they got all of this going for them. Why aren't they happy? Depression has nothing to do with your blessings. It has nothing to do a lot of times with the things that could be perceived is why someone is unhappy. So I like to always talk about the chemical aspect in depression instead of the circumstantial aspect.
What triggers your depression?
I have a family, I'm predisposed to certain chemical imbalances. Like in my family, a lot of the women, bipolar, schizophrenic. So I think that just growing up in that type of environment, having to be in and out of mental hospitals, watching the women in my life struggle with those type of mental illnesses. And I could just remember always as a child going, I am not okay, but I don't know why. I don't know what is wrong with me. I did not know what depression was. And then I even had like suicide attempts as a child, not knowing something is wrong, but I don't know what's wrong because I'm a kid. I have to figure this out. So just growing up, battling depression as a kid, by the time I got to like my 20s, I was like, oh, this is what that is. The language started becoming popular enough for us to learn the tools around anxiety, depression, this and that. Because for a long time, you just think something is wrong with me, but you don't know what it is if you don't know that word. So,
And nowadays, people are trying to use it like, oh, this is just a buzzword that y'all using now.
no, it's just a word that we learned. We didn't know it. We didn't know what it was. We just knew something was wrong. Like, what is this? No matter what's happening, I think one of the worst things about depression is it almost makes it possible to feel like people love you. Because you know that you love other people. I know that I could show up for you, and I know that the way I feel about you, but depression kind of alienates you to where you feel like nobody loves you back. And if you're depressed, then you're going to feel like nobody would care if I was gone. And that's why so many depressed people take their lives, because it makes it impossible to feel the love that so many people are showing you. No matter what you do to show up for me, if I am in a depressive state, I might not feel none of it. And it's a scary thing, but you know, we get through. We gangsters.
I don't know, I ain't gonna lie, that's tough. I do have those moments though. I have those moments. I think about shit like that, where like, what happens when I'm not here? How will people feel? You get what I'm saying? Like, what have I? Will people cry? Like, they'll just move on.
Just leave me one of your hats.
Yo, shut up, man.
I was like, yo, I used to call this nigga Hat Man. This is my shit.
Somebody came up to me and was like, yo, why don't you have your own hat line? Like, somebody, a person, I'm bartending, and somebody that comes to the spot regularly, it's like, yo, every time I see you, you have a hat on that's you. Yeah. Like, why don't you have your own hat line? I'm like, are you insane?
No, we're going to do that. We're going to make sure you get a hat line.
Well, first of all, I used to do merch for the pod a long time ago. Hats is very expensive.
Okay.
Hats is super expensive. And like the way I would do my hats. You know what I'm saying?
Can't be regular. I got my shit gonna cost more than
yo, talk your shit. Talk your shit.
Shit gotta be one of them things, right? I'm putting it on my head.
Good material.
Come on now.
I feel that.
One of the questions that I would like to ask you as somebody that has dealt with depression, right? Because I've asked friends, how do I show up for a person, because a lot of times they be like, yo, just give them space. And for me, that just goes against everything that I am as a friend, as a person. Like, I'm a fixer. That's just what I do. If you got something going on, I try to think of all of the things that make sense to me for you to do, and then let's incorporate that. And I feel like I've done my job. I'm a good friend. I can go back to being by myself, right? Because I love being by myself. So, but say if my friend, I remember Dodge used to have these moments where she would just need time by herself to deal with a certain thing that happened in her life. Her mom's passed. I think that's easy. That's good. We could talk about it now. And so around Mother's Day, she would disappear for a month and a half, 2 months. Nothing. No tweets, no texts, no Instagram, gone.
Right.
Just off the radar. You're like, yo, what the fuck? And then somebody was like, yo, this is that time. And so I would always try to call and, straight to voicemail, not to ring out the one ring, they sending you the voicemail.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, you doing it like that?
Yeah.
So I would kind of feel away. Because I'm like, I'm trying to show up for you. And you dubbing me. And we had that conversation on the show plenty of times where she would be like, yo, I need you to leave me the fuck alone. That's what I need you to do. But you, with your depressive state, so what you know about it, what is your advice for somebody that does know somebody that has those moments? Like, what can they do to support them? Because that's what JD says, support.
I think the number one thing that you can do when you have a friend that is battling a depression or a depressive episode to support them is simply ask them what they need. Because it is going to be so custom made. What this friend might need might not be the same thing that friend's need, might not be the same thing that friend's need. So you need to have the capacity to show up for your friend in a specific way that they need. This friend might need you to leave them alone. This friend might need you to pull up and watch a movie with them. This friend might need you to run an errand that they can't get out of bed and run themselves. It's simply asking the question, what do you need from me? And that shit changes everything. Because if you have it in your mind that I'm going to show up as the friend that I am, instead of you having it in your mind that I'm going to show up as the friend that you need me to be, then that's not help, that's control. I tell people all the time, I have a lot of people that say they want to help me. Oh, I'll help you with this and I'll help you with that. And I'm like, okay, boom, I need help with XYZ. Oh no, I don't want to help with XYZ. I want to help with this and that. And I'm like, you don't want to help me. You want to control the situation.
Yeah.
In order to help someone, it's helping them in the way that they need your help. So that question, how do I show up for you, is how you show up for them. Just ask. How do I show up for you? What do you need from me? And that specific person is going to be able to answer that. Because I could be a bullshit social media guru and give you a blanket answer. Do this and do that and pull up on your friends or give them their space. No, everybody don't need the same shit. Ask your friend, how can I help you? How do you need me to show up for you? Because everybody's going to need something different. It's really that simple. That question.
That's number 7.
That question right there.
That's number 7.
That's the 7th clip. Like, I know I don't mean to think like this. I don't make the shit sound mad artificial and shit like this. But yeah,
No, but it's
she's
real.
gonna be like, we to a day in with her. We to a day in with her, and you better
But it's
accept
so
all my
real.
motherfucking collabs. Shit.
That might have to be first because it was Mental Health Awareness Day.
Yeah.
And I think
That was
again,
yesterday, right? Or 2 days ago?
A couple days ago, yeah.
2 days ago.
Yeah, just that question alone that's the help. You thinking too hard about it. Maybe I need to do this. Maybe I need to do that. You just need to ask them what they need. Because it's kind of like a relationship. Every girl that you date is not going to want the same things from you. Every man that I'm dating is not going to want the same things from me. You have to study your partner and figure out how they need to be loved by you. In the same way you got to study your friends. How do you need love from me today? One friend might need you to get the fuck out of their space, and one friend might need you to pull up to
She
their
would
house.
always say shit that just seemed like I could be doing more. Cause shit, I'm fucking, the Squidward, what is it, the SpongeBob, where they're in the window in the dark looking out the blinds, and I'm outside like.
One thing I will say, because I have a lot of friends who are the type of person that when they are battling depression, they need to be left the fuck alone. The best thing you can do for those friends is not make them feel funny when they are ready to come back around. I let my friends know no matter how long you leave for, no matter how much space and time you need, I'm right here when you get back. I'll be right. I'm going to give you all the space. I'm going to give you all the time. I'm not going to make you feel uncomfortable. I'm not going to make you feel alienated. I'm not going to make you feel like, oh, you couldn't show up. I'm gonna show you that same love if we ain't speak in a month or two. Cause I'm right here. When you needed that time, I'm gonna give you that time. Just know that I'm right here for you. I'm right here whenever you're ready to come back to me. And that's the best thing you can do for those friends. Because a lot of those friends struggle with ever coming back to us because they feel like, damn, I shut down too long. I ain't got no friends now. I feel guilty. I left everybody. Nobody's gonna want to be around me. It's like, I'm right here. Nothing's changed. Fuck it. You needed a minute. We right back. We right back.
Damn. That was a bar.
Yeah, that's fair.
I ain't gonna lie, that's a fucking bar. Because I'm definitely, y'all know me. I'm the most, I'm just ridiculous. So you come back, I'm gonna be like, oh, you couldn't answer your phone?
Now you back, right?
Yeah.
Now you want to be around your
Now
friends
you
again.
wanna
It's
come.
like, nigga, I was fighting for my life over there.
Yeah.
Can I
Yeah.
not feel like shit? I
Yeah.
already feel like shit.
Yeah.
Can you just make me feel loved again to come on home?
Nah,
Like,
I gotta
I'ma
guilt
make you
trip
feel
you.
this shit.
I gotta
Like,
guilt trip you a little bit. So that's a bar. For me, that's a bar. It might not have been for everybody, but for me, you just taught me some shit.
Yeah.
Tell me some shit too, honestly.
Word.
I'm about to hit homie up like, yo, what do you need from me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk.
Pull back up. Pull back up. My bad.
You're going for so long because you don't know how to have this conversation with me. You feel bad about disappearing. I promise you. Pull back up. We ain't got to do this. We ain't got to do this.
Yeah. Yesterday, what you got over there? I know you're listening. You ain't saying much.
I'm chilling. I'm listening. I'm just listening. I agree with a lot of what's being said.
We are smoking today. Y'all know I got regular ass topics. Because Kira's multi-dimensional, nigga.
Yeah.
She was in here talking about Cardi B before we turned on the fucking
talking about Cardi
right.
B for real.
Yes.
He was.
I don't even want to get into Taylor Swift selling 4 million, but
You lying.
first
She what?
week,
First week, what?
4 mil,
4
first
million.
week.
Oh, wow.
Jesus Christ.
You got the girls over here talking about
Like
you did
2 million
220.
physical.
How did that
She's
happen?
massive, bro.
2 million
That's
physical?
2 million
About
physical
2,
is
3
that's
million
that's
physical.
massive, bro.
She did like 500,000
That's
streaming alone.
MJ shit. Dead ass. Not even like she's huge, bro.
I'm embarrassed.
biggest.
I'm embarrassed.
Yo, what artist that's black
Nobody.
could do
None.
that?
No,
What's
who?
up?
None. Right now,
Because Beyonce can not even doing that.
No, don't even. All right,
What?
forget it.
You don't like Beyonce?
No, I love Beyonce.
Say
I'm
that.
saying
Say that.
We
Say it out loud.
We can't.
He trying to get him canceled.
don't be careful.
We can't. That's not a combo no more.
It's not the same.
No.
Nah, he said you
no.
can't compare. Yesterday and I were talking, and we agreed. I'm gonna keep it real. We agreed. You can't even put Beyonce and Taylor Swift conversation.
It's over.
What do you mean?
I'm just talking music.
Son, she just sold 4 million a week. What are we talking about?
No, I agree with that. Okay, I see what you're saying. You talking about like
That's
as
it.
far as like popularity.
Bro, we just talking about.
I compared it. I don't want to get fucking like Nam Yen Yen Kyo on y'all.
I'm fucking dead.
Who?
I don't know the words. Y'all know what I meant. You know, with the
Tina
bell.
Turner.
Bing.
Okay.
Numb your hold and take your.
Yeah. I didn't want to get.
Okay.
But white experience, black experience. This is what that white experience, black experience. 4 million in a week.
4 million is crazy.
260 we're talking about with us, and we're arguing about it.
Can Beyonce
And we're
do-
fighting over it. You did 260, I did 270. 4 mil, what are y'all talking about? 4 mil, what are y'all talking about?
Right, 4 million is crazy.
JD,
work.
you're not hearing what I'm saying. 2 million.
2 million physical is crazy in 2025. I cannot believe it. People.
I don't even know where to buy. Where you buy?
Target, Walmart.
Yeah, the website. Yeah.
Target, Walmart, her drop. She probably like
Remember,
with her merch.
When
Swifties.
me and Tahoe was talking on the phone, I was telling him that she put out, she does the variants and she has 28 different versions of the album, director's cut, behind the
shit.
scenes.
Oh, that's smart.
So it's 28 versions out. So
She's genius level marketing.
yeah, for sure.
1,080%.
Because because she's already weaponized her fans to say, yo, we're gonna buy this.
Like
Because-
after industry too.
Yeah. Because y'all
1,000%.
tried to take my masters from me, so
Yeah.
we're gonna make sure that we get this all back.
I can't even see where you would play a physical album. You know what I'm saying? Like I get the record.
That's why everybody's
Bro,
going
they're
vinyl now,
they're
right?
They're vinyls.
Oh, they're
JD, not-
vinyls.
They're vinyls.
2 million vinyls.
I have a couple more. I don't want to talk about the white people right
My
now.
bad.
Love the white people that I love. Y'all know who y'all are. I got a couple more. I got to get off on this Kira album.
Yeah, cool.
You don't mind?
Huh?
You don't mind?
No. I love talking about my album. I worked on it for years. So let's keep the conversation going.
Yes, yesterday.
Yeah, Todd, can I ask Kira a question about the album? I know you got something.
Sure, go ahead.
Kira, so we were talking a little bit earlier, and you were telling me a lot about your production. So I wanted you to speak and tell the audience just a little bit about the production and how you set it up and who was involved with the production of it, because I thought that was really, really dope.
Okay, so as a poet, it's kind of hard for me to do my poems with a beat. So I had to go to the studio and record everything a cappella, and all the producers that were a part of it were going to have to create the beats around the poem, right? And I knew that I wanted multiple different genres. I didn't want to just have like pianos and guitars. I wanted different feelings. So I have a gospel track on there that is produced by K Boogie. He's a gospel producer that has worked on a lot of Tyler Perry projects. I have a couple jazz tracks on there that is produced by the Jazz Groupies. I got some R&B tracks that is produced by this producer named AJ. And then I got my hip hop tracks that is produced by, ATL Jacob and Rush D and the whole B Genius team. And they would do like hip hop stuff like for Nicki Minaj and Future and Lil Wayne and stuff.
ATL Jacob.
Yeah, that's kind of their bop. But when we collaborated, it was like, they had never done poetry. I had never worked with producers. So how can we bring this together and create a poetic hip hop sound? So my album, you'll go through all of the different genres. There's some like Sir Charles. He's one of my producers on there. He produces for like Daniel Caesar and Brandy. Right. So when I have him come to do poetry, my poetic tracks that he actually did the Flowers That Are Love Never Get Picked to make it sound more rhythm and blues, because that's his forte. So I think I just worked with a lot of different producers to bring together a lot of different genres and sounds. So this is a poetry, jazz, R&B, hip hop album.
That's fine. I have one more question. And also, too, you were speaking and you told me that you're independent.
Yes.
And so tell me a little bit about that and about what you started, because I thought that was really, really dope when we were talking.
Yeah, so being a poet, I feel like my genre is the most overlooked. Like, a lot of people don't take poetry serious. With what I've done in poetry, if any other genre, like a musician or a comedian or anybody would be doing what I'm doing, it would have been way blown up by now. I've toured the world, you see what I'm saying? But because my genre, people treat it like a subgenre, then we don't get the same opportunities as a lot of people.
To that point, when I told people that she was up for consideration for a Grammy nomination, people was like, spoken word?
Exactly.
It was like, do they even do that? And I was
we're only 4 years in our category. If it wasn't for Jay Ivy, he's one of the top spoken word artists. Shout out Jay Ivy. He campaigned and he fought to make sure that we could have this category for spoken word Grammy. Me and my friend, my partner, Rochelle Gemini, we created a spoken word label. We need to do the first ever poetry label, because clearly these labels are not signing us. They're not even acknowledging poets for real. So we created a spoken word poetry label called Yellow Brick Road, and my album is the first album that we put out on it, and it is up for Grammy consideration.
And it's independent.
It's
right?
independent.
Yes.
It's independent. No machines, no labels, just a couple of friends trying to change the world.
And that's why, even though I said I'm not trying to push the numbers, if you like it, share it.
Yes.
If you have a lounge, if you a bartender, put it in the background. Say, yo, play this. Like, if you feel it,
it's like,
we can actually help. Like, each one teach one, spread the word the way you may want to, the way you can. But go ahead.
Yeah, because it's like I do a lot for my name, but I do everything for my genre. This is really for the poetry community. This is really for us to break down those barriers and walls and doors, because I am able to maneuver and get in a lot of different rooms. So I always have to make sure I'm getting in a room as a poet and put on for my culture.
Like you do tonight's conversations.
And I have it in my contracts that, before I get on stage to pop my shit, I need to do a poem so that the people can know, like, I'm a poet first. I'm not just another voice. That's why he was saying, like, I thought you was about to go into a poem because I speak poetry. I want people to always know, like, she's not just somebody who could talk real stuff, but she's a poet for real.
Right. And you get down.
You get down. I get busy. That pen goes crazy.
Right?
1,000% gets busy. Sure.
Yo, I don't like when you agree with shit.
Why not?
Because when Dodge tried to drag me last week, first of all, you was agreeing with me. Then you jumped on I
was agreeing with both points.
I agree. What do you mean, 1,000%? Yo, don't do that, bro.
No, I agree with both points. Because two things can be true.
Two things
See,
can be
but like
true.
my thing is, Tahoe's
That's
hilarious.
the juxtaposition of it all.
Yo, I agree with a lot with what women say. A lot. You know what I mean? Not because
You man enough to do so.
huh?
You gotta be man enough to do so.
Right. And you gotta look within yourself.
You gotta be man enough. Like, so I think a lot of people take it as a shot towards their masculinity, to their manhood, to agree. Oh, yo, you know what? Yeah, I could have did that better. You know what? Yeah, I do that. I fucked that up. Like, that's not, bro. Accepting it is actually masculine. Like, you acting like a bitch.
That's the most masculine thing you could do.
It is. Accepting it, like, you know what? You right.
Yeah, you're right.
I could do that. You're right.
But you clearly hated that.
No, I didn't like the one lash. I could put on, you get one lash. What'd she say?
I forgot what she
Kiss
said.
my ass.
I forgot what she said.
And you was, yeah, I agree. I agree. You should kiss her ass. I miss you, Dodge. Yeah, there's just so many gems on this. And as I'm looking for the next one, I'm like, ooh, I can't skip this one. I can't skip this one. 150 days.
Ooh.
150 days. What's that about?
And I could personally relate. I just asked my wife. I just asked her, are you listening? I can personally relate, right? So track number 9, 150 days, I'm going to play it. All right? Shit, we already over an hour. We about to go into the second episode. But before we do, I got to play 150 days. Y'all know I'm going to play it. Go listen to it.
Ooh, child.
Now, let me see.
Now, this is the only poem on the album that I had no production on. And I told my team, this has to be a cappella so they could hear every word that I'm saying. We don't need no beat. We don't need no background. Just let me get this off.
Hell yeah.
That shit deep, too. The nigga JD smiling. Like, oh, get to it. Y'all ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
There's breakups and there's heartbreaks. And although they sound alike in name, there's 2 completely different effects, so they are not one and the same. I've had plenty of breakups with the men in my past, and I always bounce right back. But dealing with a full-on heartbreak is so much more complex than that. You see, the first month I spent in denial, thinking maybe it was just another fight. We'd be apart for a few weeks, but then we'd make it out, right? By the second month of not seeing each other, I tried to keep on this brave face, still not accepting we were finished, thinking that we were just taking space. On the 3rd month, I called begging for him, because I just wanted it to be the same. I was actively trying to heal, but I was alone and in so much pain. So by month 4, I was just days away from knocking on his door. But my brain stepped in and told me he didn't want me anymore. It took 150 days. 5 full months to get started on closure, because when you love someone that much, you never want it to be over. But when it's over, you have to accept it. There's no use in you pretending, because how you feel about it either way won't stop that shit from ending. 150 breakdowns. Waking up and just crying in my bed, because if I just go back to sleep, we'd still be together in my head. 150 phone calls. Of lying to my friends every day when they ask me how I'm doing. I just pretend that I'm okay.
That's deep.
150 internal monologues. Trying to talk myself through grieving yet another man that claimed to love me, doing what men do, and leaving 150 pools of tears, 150 wounds and cracks, 150 realizations that he's never coming back. Not every breakup is a heartbreak, but the ones that are truly break you. And no matter how much the love was there, when they leave, it feels like they hate you. And yes, I know this is an irrational form of thinking, but expression is a part of healing. You can try to rationalize everything, love, but you gotta just feel your feelings. And when he left me, I felt hollow. I felt my soul dwindle away, because I must not be worthy of being loved if no men ever stay. I feel no matter how much love I pour out, it's never enough for them to see. It's like they all want to be in relationships, but just not in one with me.
Oh, God damn it.
150 reasons why it's been so hard getting over him. 150 questions raised why it was never me for them. 150 flaws of mine that I continue to overlook. 150 pages put inside another book.
Yeah, you guys, come on now.
150 flaws that I chose to overlook.
150 flaws of mine that I continue to overlook. That's before I started therapy. When you keep going through, why is this not working out? Something you're not paying attention to.
Yesterday, how you feel about that?
Whew.
Man, yo, there's been a lot of heat being played today. I ain't gonna lie to you. Man, yo.
You been through yeah. How long did it take y'all to get over a breakup? Men, the guys in the room.
Took me 3 years to get over my last relationship.
How did you know when you were done? When you were good?
We went out for dinner or lunch or was, and I was watching her talk, and I was like, oh, I'm not in love with you anymore.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I realized she was still in that same place I left her in. Yeah.
But you had done 3 years of work on
I
it.
also had done 3 years of work, but I've grown. And that was the reason why we broke up. Like, she wasn't growing with me. And I didn't know how to, she wasn't growing individually and she wasn't growing with me. And I didn't know how to help her past me trying to help her. Like, she would quit everything. So 3 years, sorry, I compared everyone to her. Because she was my longest relationship, and I was just like, and I was deeply in love. That's why when people be like, yo, I'm in love. No, you wasn't. You know what I mean? Like, in love. I was in love with that woman, right? And I could not see anyone past her. And I exactly remember when that day changed. It was when I met up with her. She's like, hey, like, I know you do we want to, like, she was in Florida. She was considering coming back, or like we're gonna fly, and I'm like looking at her, and she's talking about whatever the fuck she's talking about, the same shit. And I'm like, 3 years later, dog. 3 years later,
When you got up for that meal, you felt so good walking away, didn't you?
I felt amazing walking away, bro. Like, I remember actually she was driving me probably to my car, whatever the case is, because whatever. She's still doing the same shit. Like, shit just, she was in a place, and she was 7 years older than me. So she was still in a place where I felt like I've left as a young adult. And I'm like, what's this
What's
vibe?
going on?
It's like, what's this going on? Like, the music loud unnecessarily.
Oh, nah,
like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, you talking loudly.
Main character. He was a main character. He was in his main character. He was just looking at her like,
Yeah, nah.
I was my main character. What the fuck does that mean?
this is your last episode of my show.
Oh, I love that. That's how you gonna put it. I like
So I
it.
gotta
is
write you out of this.
Yeah, this is the last one.
Yeah, shout out to her though, man. She's good.
You know?
I hope she's dope.
Your ratings are low. Yesterday, what about you?
Yeah, I would say about like a year or two. My last relationship, it took me about a year. I feel like I would say it took me about a year and a half.
He's still there.
No,
He said that shit 3 times. I said, yeah, that nigga's still
no,
there.
because I had to think because like I had to say a year and a half because I feel like I mentally knew that the relationship was done, but we had started going to therapy and we had to it was like a year of consistent therapy, and I remember we started therapy in like a July, and it was like the very next year, July, and we were having the same argument that we were having last July.
Ooh, damn.
I'm talking about word for word, bar for bar, breath for breath sometimes. And it was just a moment that I was just like, oh, this is done. Like, there's nothing more that I can add here. Because I was the person that presented going to therapy because I felt like we already were on the downward thing. So I was like, instead of give up, let me try to do this, right? And then I did it. I went through with it. We went 2 times a week, every week. Like, and I feel like at that point, a year later, it's like, if we're having the same conversation, I know that this, us, just doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to, because I feel like the therapy was good for us individually, but us, it just didn't connect. So once I was able to see that, that's when I was comfortable with feeling like, all right, I'm good.
My fiance and I broke up 2 years ago, I think, something like that. I remember the day we broke up. I was sitting with JD, was sitting out on the couch, and we had this thing, and I didn't even say, Kira and I had spoke about it around right before that time, and she went in the room, and she laid on the bed, and she was just crying on the bed, and I was sitting here like, because I hadn't spoken about my true feelings like outwardly, so they just kind of just exploded. All of this shit just came out, right? And I remember watching her cry and shit. And so, boom, now I'm broken up. I'm in the street first month. I go talk to some people, whatever that I wanted to talk to or whatever, because I had been in my mind. I was checked out of the relationship, so I didn't have that. What she was probably going through on her end, I didn't have it because I was checked out. But I would get flashes of her crying as I was doing whatever I was doing. This is kind of emotional. I would get flashes every once in a while of her crying, right? And so, and when I talked to her, it was kind of like, I don't know. I don't want to say it was annoying, but it was like I kept being reminded of that love that I kind of had shut down. 150 days, almost to the day. It was 150 days, and I could tell she was leaving. And around 3 months, so I kind of spiked at 3, and then I started coming back down. And I started like looking differently and wanting to talk to the kids and see the kids and shit. And I was like, I don't like this feeling. Like,
It's about to be over.
then I was talking to girls, and I was kind of like,
Nah.
And I used to be like, now Tahoe.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to talk to you.
Everybody's starting to get on your nerves.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody I was like, You know what I'm saying? It just started. So it took almost 150 days to the day, which is probably, it's just funny to me when you say it, because at the end of it, you were like, he's not coming back.
Yeah.
It's probably how she was feeling. And then I was just like, yo, I think I want to be with you. I think I want to be with you again.
The crazy thing about that poem was it didn't take me 150 days to get over him. It took me 150 days to realize that the relationship was even over.
Right.
Because for those first 150 days, in my mind, this is a bad fight. In my mind, we're just taking space. In my mind, we always come back to each other. So it wasn't until a day 150 where I had to just go, oh shit, this is over for real. Like I lived in that denial. That's why I go through each month. Like the first month I spent in denial, thinking maybe it was just another fight. We'd be apart for a few weeks, but then we make it out all right. You could not tell me it was over in that specific relationship. It wasn't until day 150 did I had to really go, oh, we don't get back together. This is not a movie. This is not a TV show. It's really over. And I remember boohoo crying. Like I had a nosebleed really bad because my blood pressure had spiked so high. And I was just boohoo screaming, crying, and I couldn't do nothing but write. That was the only thing I could do on day 150. But after I wrote that poem, I was like, you know what? I got to start telling my friends the truth about how I'm feeling about this whole thing. I got to start talking to new people, I guess. I got to start moving and taking the steps to actually act like a single person, because I've been sitting here in this me and my man is just mad at each other, and that's not my man no more. 150 days of being in denial. It took more than that to get over him.
What did it take to get over a breakup? Like of that
particular breakup, probably about like a full year. Probably like a full year. Or maybe like 10 months. When I'm really trying to get over a man, I move. So it looks like I'm this just creative, wild person that just likes to live on the road. If you see me pack up my life and go somewhere else, I'm leaving something. I'm an escape artist. So
she's really living in a real
therapy?
escape room.
This is before therapy?
I just moved to Georgia after getting
Yo,
over
when
the
she
last
said,
man in
yeah, guess what,
Houston.
guys? I moved out. I was like,
That's just, that's just what I do. It's to prevent those emotional crash outs. Because like I said, when you have the bipolar gene in you, I don't want to crash out, so I could just leave.
My ex did the same shit. She we broke up. 2 months later or 3 months later, she was in Florida.
Oh no, the last guy that I was talking to, we stopped speaking and I was gone a couple weeks after that. I was like, okay.
Weeks though, but like, what's going on though?
I remember
what are
he
you
looked at
running
me
from?
and said, men and women, they have an argument and then, they'll calm down and talk about it the next day. We have an argument and you
And y'all
leave?
packing up, yeah.
I say, yeah, because, I'm going to crash out. I can't crash out. Can't crash out.
Crash out. What's crash out looking like? Are you knocking on his door or something? Like what?
Crash out when you have mental illnesses and chemical imbalances could be anything from breaking in your house to climbing in your windows to
Breaking in
erratically
my house.
calling you and because especially when you got keys and means to get in someone's house, it can go real bad. And it has gone real bad for me in the past. The guy that I wrote 150 days about, remember when I said, so by month 3, I was just days away from knocking on his door, but then my brain stepped in and told me he doesn't want me anymore. I still broke in the house after that.
Damn.
And I try to explain, let me go so I don't crash. And I just
Wait,
be avoiding
wait,
all the
wait,
crash
wait,
out.
you breaking in his house and doing?
Yeah, you can't tell you. So I don't. You already crashed. You broke into the house. You crashed.
No, I mean
crashed
anymore.
out.
Anymore. I don't crash
You-
out anymore. This was years ago.
Right.
We talked about this before. Back when I was redhead Kara.
So you.
He was my last crash out.
So you went through the window?
I was going to go up the drain pipe because I couldn't get in the first door.
The drain pipe is different, boy.
But then I couldn't get in the drain pipe. And then I was just waiting. It was like 2 a.m. and I was trying to wait for somebody to walk out the house, and nobody was walking out the house. And I was just like, oh, maybe it's not meant for me. Maybe I should just leave. And then at that moment, someone walked out of the building, and I said, oh, it's meant for me to get in here. And I had a key, so I let myself in.
Hey.
And then he was
What are you
there.
doing?
He was there with his partner, his, it
New
was a
person.
woman laying in bed, the new person that had replaced me.
Oh shit! Wait, what?
And I
Wait.
woke him up. And I
Both
said,
of them?
hey, yep.
Hey,
Everybody
guys.
wake up. Everybody wake
You
up.
didn't do it
You
that
had,
like.
you had a cup of coffee?
Nah, I was on adrenaline. I was on adrenaline.
Everybody wake up.
Everybody wake up.
What's
Everybody
going
wake
on?
up.
Nah,
What's
we're not
going
doing
on?
this. Everybody wake
What
up.
did he do?
Was it
Yeah,
a peaceful
that's what-
He
conversation? I'm sorry.
panicked. Peaceful. No, he called the police. She got dressed and ran out the house. And I had a manic episode. I had a mental breakdown. And that was the last time I was like, you cannot crash out like this again, Kara.
I'm sorry, baby.
Thank you.
I'm
It was
sorry.
a lot.
Like we be joking and shit like that, but I know you was going through some shit at that
Yeah,
time.
yeah. So when I'm so strict about not letting anybody tell me something that I'm not seeing. So if you're telling me one thing, oh, I don't want you to move on, but then there's obviously somebody else in the picture, I need to see that shit with my own eyes. And I saw that shit with my own eyes, and I never looked back.
That was it.
That was it.
That was a clarification that you
That was
needed.
clarification.
Now, what if there was nobody there that day? Would you have stayed in delusions? Even though he was telling you, yo, I don't want to do this no more?
No, because eventually I always come back to the space of, who is this person making me? I know who I am, but I know that men have an influence to make you somebody else. So who is this person making me? Who am I when I am with you? Are you making me a better version of this person I am? Or are you making me a saint lunatic?
Yeah.
Are you making me crash out? Are you making me lose myself? So even independent of that whole situation, I had to look myself in the mirror and go, I don't like who this man is making me. You're making me crazy. You're making me delusional. You're making me depressed. You're making me all of these things that I'm not. So I got to give you this back, and you could have that so I can become myself again. And since him, I haven't dated a man longer than 3 months. Because I was with him for a couple years.
What do you mean you haven't dated? Hey, is it because you're not healed enough yet?
No, it's just because I'm realizing that after 3 months, you'll know if somebody has intention on wasting your time. When you're young, you could be in that situationship for 2-3 years, and then you trying to figure this out. But once you get to your 30s and stuff, all I need is 3 months to see what you're trying to be on.
Yeah.
And I don't allow myself to ever get caught in those moments with people where you about to waste my time for the next few years like he did. I felt like he wasted a lot of years. So I have not been with anybody for 3 months longer since him. Because them first 3 months is going to tell me everything I need to know. What your intentions are. Men are very intentional. Men are very intentional. And a man that's coming to waste your time is going to show you that they wasting your time. I'm not going to be delusional enough to act like I don't see what you're trying to do.
Yeah, facts.
So that's all it be. 3 months? Okay, bet I'm out of here.
But 3 months, do you like into like, you okay, let's be boyfriend and girlfriend?
No. Just 3 months to see
So I
what
can
your
see
intentions are.
Got it.
Because in them 3 months, you're going to know if this person has intentions on being serious with you. In them 3 months, you're going to know if that person has intentions on just fucking you.
Right.
In them
Like, are we
3
going
months,
on dates
you're
and all
going to
that?
know
Yeah.
what they're going to be on in them
Got
first
it.
3 months.
Got it. That
And
makes
nobody
sense.
has made it past them 3 months.
Yeah, that makes very much sense right there. 1000%.
Yo, we are podding today for
Check
sure.
out that album, man.
We are podding today for sure. So I'm gonna skip one of the ones that I wanted to talk about and get into a song. It's actually the outro of the album. You did this thing with your son, and was that your son at the end too? That was
My
your son
daughter.
that was your daughter at the end. So it's your son in the beginning and your daughter at the end. Very Lauryn Hillish type of vibe.
I
with
actually
that.
modeled the album after her.
Really?
Yeah.
I
16
feel that.
tracks because she had one intro and then 15 songs. So I did one intro and then 15 poems.
Right.
And I wanted to put the album out on my birthday, which was August 19th. And guess when the Miseducation to Lauryn Hill came out?
August 19th.
August 19th, 1998.
No way.
That's crazy, right? It was divine. It was meant to be.
Is that like one of your idols when it comes to like that?
Absolutely. I love Lauryn. Oh, man. She makes me feel so seen in my growth. Because she's not one of those people that try to, I'm perfect and model my way. It's like, no, I'm going to make these mistakes that the world is going to see.
She definitely ain't
and
doing that.
You can evolve and change and grow into whatever version of yourself you want to be. And the way she talks about God and family and motherhood, I tried to make my album the poetry version of the Miseducation.
So there's two things I want to play. JD already knows one of them. I think he knows.
I think I know where you're going.
But I'm not going to be evil with it. I'm not going to be evil with it, I promise. Well, you're right. You're right. My version of not evil is still another person's version of evil. I'm just trying to figure out in what order do I do this. I'm going to play the outro first. I'm going to play your clip first.
My clip?
Yeah. The clip that we had from the last episode JD was on, right? I love JD's energy. I love the way he pods.
Thank you.
I've been on his show a few times. He's come over here a few times. We'll see where that leads us.
Appreciate that.
Last episode, we spoke about dating women with children. And so, now you know where this is going.
Yeah, I know. I know you.
You knew the whole time?
I knew the whole time. I knew the whole time.
Let me see if I can find it. It's on here somewhere. I'm sorry, y'all. I should be more.
These things happen.
I should be more on point with the way I do things. Disarm the alarm system. Don't tell black people how to feel. I have no idea where this is at.
I don't want to meet your kid at least 6 months.
All right, here we go.
Time for you to introduce kids. If I'm dating a woman with kids, I don't want to meet your kid at least 6 months to a year. Okay. 6 months to a year, I'm like, all right, cool. Because I ain't trying to be stepdad. Like, I ain't trying to be nothing. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be nothing. Like, if I was like 35, 40, 45, or whatever the case is, but like early 30s, we gonna have to just calm it down. I could still be with a woman that don't have kids.
Yes, you could.
Or she could have a kid or two, whatever the case is, but I don't want to see them.
Yeah.
I don't want to be involved in that life at all. I don't want to know about your baby daddy. Just tell me if you're crazy, but I don't want to know if your baby daddy doing what. I don't want to know nothing about your kids until it's time. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I've met so many people's kids, and that's the thing that made me hold on to the relationship longer than I was supposed to.
See, and that's that problem right there. I don't want to be committed into this yet. You get what I'm saying? I wouldn't even date a woman with kids, to be honest with you.
Don't look like that. Though it's all right, bro. Don't look like that. Why you look like that?
I said that shit in the comments. I'm like, yo, I don't know how this shit makes me look bad for having my type of fucking standards. But like, nah, I'm cool with it.
I don't think it's a standard. I just think it's a preference.
Oh, preference, right?
Preference, yeah.
Yeah, preference.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was that bad, bro.
I didn't think it was that bad.
And I'm a single mother,
me,
and I don't think it's that bad.
Yeah, it made me, but thank God nobody killed my ass on that comment.
Well, a lot of people agree with you.
Yeah,
especially because you gave a time period upon when that should happen.
It's normal. It's normal if you're like older. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like most people, like, if I'm 40, you might have a kid. I'm definitely okay with that. But I do think,
Why you shaking
meeting your kid.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
Well, that goes into the outro.
Right.
To I Have No Idea What I'm Doing, the album by Kira J.
There we go.
She spoke to her son in the beginning, just empowering him as a black boy. Like, yo, the world is going to look at you a certain way. I want you to always know who you are, and speak that life into yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that was a great clip. It was a great way to open the album. But this ending, it gives me chills. Literally, the ending, this outro gives me chills. It's you speaking to your daughter, and it's at the end of the last song. Do you believe God? Let me turn this up. Let me see.
Achieve. But anything is possible with God, my love. Just as long as you believe. So do you believe?
Mama,
Yes, baby.
if you're by yourself, like, you won't get more lonely.
Why do you think I'm lonely though?
Because you don't have a honey.
But I haven't had a honey since I had you, and I've been fine. I'm okay.
But Mama,
Just because you're alone, that does not mean you're lonely.
we're not a family without a dad.
Oh, okay, so you want me to get a honey so you can have a dad?
We need one of those families that are like together.
You need a family that's together. So like a stepdad is what you're saying. So you want me to get a honey so you can have a stepdad? All right, you got it. I'll start to looking.
My baby.
Bones chilling.
That's your son.
A daughter.
My daughter. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, I'm a girl mom.
I'm sorry, y'all, if it was too loud for y'all. Yesterday told me like, yo, you bugging. So I had to turn it down. My bad. I didn't know. Talk about that. Is this a real thing where your daughter is really like, why aren't you with somebody?
And she's 9 now. I don't think we realize that, like, we talk about single motherhood and a lot of boys growing up with single mothers, this and that. Boys don't long for that father in the same exact way that girls long for that father. Because boys are mama's boys and girls are daddy's girls. So when you're raising a girl without no daddy, she's like, oh, you got me messed up. Like, where's my dad? You got to do something. But she doesn't fully understand at that time. I believe she was only 5. So she couldn't really understand why I wasn't with anyone. Because in her mind, you date someone, then I get a dad. In my mind, I am protecting you from people that don't have the best intentions for either one of us. Because as a single mother, a lot of people will date you just to get to your kids. A lot of people will pursue you, especially if you have little girls in your house.
Wow.
So I went a long time, nobody can even come in my house. Nobody can know where I live. And I'm thinking I'm protecting you. But, you know, when she's having those conversations with me, it's like, it's hurting me that I just don't get a stepdad because you're scared, you know? So we had that conversation. Her father is incarcerated. So since he's been gone, she's been looking for me to bring someone into the fold. She wants to have a father figure, but you got to be worthy. A lot of people are not worthy. If I can't even find a man that is worthy enough to be my man, imagine trying to find a man that is worthy enough to be my man and my daughter's potential stepfather. Hasn't happened, and she's 9. So I just do the single mother thing to protect us both from that disappointment.
What kind of pressure is that?
I was about to say, that's pressure.
It is. But I will say this. I'm much more scared of allowing her to see me be mistreated and disrespected by a man than I am scared of her watching me be single. Because it's like, if I make the wrong call to give you something, I could be bringing any wrong influences in this house.
1,000%.
I know that the responsibility on how my daughter turns out is on me because I am her only influence in here. But if I decide, okay, this is what you're asking for, and I start rotating people in that got anger issues, they got this, they got that, they got commitment issues. Imagine what it's gonna be like if I show my daughter a man disrespecting me. 9 years in, she's never heard me get called out of my name. 9 years in, she's never seen me laid up crying, fetal position because somebody's cheating on me. 9 years in, she's never seen any type of negativity surrounding me in love and relationships. So granted, she has also not seen me being spoiled. She has also not seen me getting loved on, but she's seen me loving myself. She's seen me doing the self-work. She's seen me just trying to be the best woman I can be for her. So, you know, I may not be able to teach her how to have a healthy relationship with a man as of yet, but I could teach her how to have a healthy relationship with herself just by me staying single.
That's some sad shit.
It is.
I'm sorry, again.
It is.
Because you trying to speak, there's a positive side to what you're saying, but there is an abyss. There is a dark side to it, or empty side to it, something missing that you can't really account for, but you also can't force it. Forcing it brings shit that you never going to forgive yourself for later on. Right. So it's kind of like...
And the hardest part of it is not being able to relate to her. I was raised by my dad. My dad tucked me in every night. My dad calls me every day, hey, baby, what you doing? So I don't know what it's like to not have a father in your life every day. I don't know that. So I struggle. I have this guilt that I've put you in a situation. When I was dating my daughter's father, I was thinking, ride or die, I could support him. My boyfriend was always in and out of jail. It didn't bother me because I had him. I'm going to do the visits. I'm going to do the bids. I'm going to do the lawyers. I'm going to do the court dates, whatever. I never factored in what it would be like to make that someone's father. I never even thought about the future children, how it was going to be for them not having their father present.
Speak on that.
So when I talk, I opened the album with her brother. That's not my biological child. He cheated on me, had a baby. But me and the child's mother, we have an understanding. These is both of our kids now. He's up top. He's gone. So I treat them both the same, the children that he left us with. And it's just like, I feel so guilty for that. And I don't make excuses for that. I know that a lot of single mothers say things like, oh, you don't know who that person was. They get you pregnant and they change. Yeah. But a lot of times we ignore who they were that whole time. We just wasn't thinking for the longer picture. Now, granted, I'm 34 now. So who I am at 34 is definitely nothing in common with the 24-year-old woman that made that child. So, I
have him say, Phil,
be accountable.
The minute you nut, not even when after I nut in you, that, hey, I gotta talk. We gotta talk, text or call.
Oh my God.
Or yo, I missed my
heart on the floor, dog.
That's when you start going, oh nah, she like staying out till 6. Oh, she be doing the reposado shit around her head. Oh, she got kids that always with her grandmother. You like, yo, wait a minute, you can't have my kid.
Single parents are selfish. And that's something that nobody wants to talk about. Single mothers, single fathers, a lot of us are fucking selfish. Because when we sat up there and we made these kids, we factored in how it would affect us. We didn't even think that this person that we was having this child with was somebody's parent.
It's going to be somebody's
I didn't
parent.
even think about my daughter when I was in a relationship with him for all of these years. I didn't even think about what it would be like for her to grow up without a man in her life. I was thinking about myself. That was so selfish. That was so selfish. So, here we are.
Hell yeah.
JD.
The best I could do, but...
JD, hearing her story, hearing do you feel any, I don't want to say pressure, but like, do you look at single mothers differently? Not even after this conversation, but do you understand like what they're going through as single mothers? Because we were like, yo, I don't want to deal with your kids. Like I don't want to. When you see what they're going through on that side, does that change anything?
No, not at all.
It shouldn't.
Nah.
It shouldn't.
I mean, laughing and just makes it crazy.
Makes it worse. You said it. Yo. You can't say it like that.
It doesn't.
It kind of solidifies his point.
It definitely does.
Yeah.
1,080%.
Because again, there's a difference between dating a single woman with children versus dating a single mother. It's not the same thing. When he's talking about a woman with children, he's saying things like, me and you need to vibe for a while. We need to kick it and we need to be locked in before I'm introduced to your kids because I don't want to be a part of that. When you're dating a woman with children, you can do that because they probably got weekends, week here and there with daddy. When you're dating a single mother, just know that these kids have nowhere else to fucking go. Like, you're going to see my children because they are part of my daily life. I am the only primary factor. So women with children and single mothers date very different. 100%. And a woman with the children, those are the ones who say things like, I'm not looking for a father for my children. I'm just looking for a man for myself. But a single mother, we're not saying that because,
they say, my child comes with me.
My child is a part of this. Yeah. I do need a father for my child. Those are two different conversations. So women with children, single mothers, those conversations are different.
And then both, eventually, you still have to meet that.
You still, you know for sure.
And then I say with the single mother situation, kid comes first and foremost, right? I am okay with sharing the time in situations like I've dated women with kids. It's just like whatever. I've dated women with kids, but I didn't find out until they was willing. Hey, just to let you know, I have a child. Oh, that information came pretty late. You know what I'm saying? It came pretty late. Okay, cool. What's the situation? like, you know, I need to know mad things, and it's just too much pressure is unnecessary for me personally.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Whereas like in this early stage of like being in my 30s, I just don't think I think it's unnecessary drama for me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And
That's the selfish part.
And then that's being selfish. But I'm
It's
okay with
okay
that.
to be selfish,
I'm okay with
though.
that in that aspect, because I do think you jump into something like that, man. You gotta really be like, yo, this woman is amazing. She's fantastic. We rocking for a year. I meet your kid. Now I'm in it. You know what I'm saying? I'm in it. It's like a commitment thing. Like, let's be honest. Like, I'm not into meeting your kid and then
Ducking
next
off.
week I'm done.
Yeah.
That's fucked
That's
for
fucked
me.
up.
And I'm not into, and like, I have
Agree.
my father in my life. But I was raised by a single woman. You get what I'm saying? I'm not doing that to another kid. You get what I'm saying? I'm not got to be like, okay, I'm in your child's life. I'm playing with this mofo in the park. You know what I mean? Or we go, whatever the fuck. We go to the movies. You know what I'm saying? Like, as a unit, as a family, if you will.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? 2 months from now, nothing? Now your child asking about me?
Yo, where's
Yeah.
JD?
Yo, where JD at? Yo, she FaceTiming or he FaceTiming me? Or like, yo, where the games? Like,
It's too much.
it's too much.
You ever
know what I mean?
heard "She Got Kids" by Life Jennings?
Nah.
Go listen to that song when this episode is over. It perfectly describes everything you're talking about, because life is basically breaking down. There's nothing against this woman, but I have to discern if this is a responsibility that I'm ready to sign up for. And that's all. I don't think it's anything wrong with that. So I don't think it's anything wrong with men having the preference of who they prefer to date. The conversation becomes volatile when men who feel like if someone is not my preference or my type, she shouldn't be anybody else's type. And when you look at the podcast world, there are very few men that get on a microphone and say, I wouldn't date a single mother. That's not what I prefer. And a lot of men who say, nobody should date single mothers. Why are y'all dating them? To try to convince other people that if I don't want this woman, then nobody else should want this woman.
insane.
And that's why we get into these gender war debates and topics, because if someone is not your type, then just leave them alone.
Leave them alone.
You're not bashing single women or single mothers. You're just saying, you know, I prefer not to date them.
Yeah, for sure.
But you're not stopping anybody else from dating them. Because you're not my dream girl doesn't mean you're not the woman of somebody else's dreams. And I think just to take it back to the simplicity of starting a family, there's absolutely nothing wrong, and I'm saying this as a single mother, there's nothing wrong with saying the person that I lay down and have my first child with, I would like the person that to be their first child as well. There's nothing wrong with that. Because I feel like as someone with kids, I prefer to date men
Somebody
with
with
children.
kids,
Just in case we get to the point, I need to see how you parent. If you're coming in, I need to see what your references look like.
Right.
How have you parented the children that you already have for me to know how you're going to help with my child or how you're going to help with any future children we may have?
That makes a lot more sense.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
You want a woman, the woman that you have a child with, for y'all to have your own family, for y'all to have your own unit. Because me and Tahoe have talked about a lot of times, like, blending ain't easy. Dealing with somebody else's baby father or baby mother ain't a walk in a park. Like, that shit is not easy. So I could care about you, but do I choose to sign up for that? Do I choose to add that to my life when I don't have that baggage?
Nigga, it's one thing to be a stepdad to the kid. Now you got to be the step co-parent.
Like,
between them two.
You gotta go to the family functions and shit.
Not even that. They be having issues.
Yeah.
And now you got to figure out what's best for the kid when both of them are blinded by the emotional baggage that they have. So you trying to talk to her like this. Shit, if you really evolved, you go talk to him on the other end. Like, yo, bro, we could just, no disrespect. Yo, if you want, I could do this. You know what I'm saying? Because I really think, this, that, and the other, but I don't want to overstep my boundaries. So now you pushing your ego this because for the bigger picture, but they won't do it because they don't have to. Yeah. They have the privilege of actually being a parent, so they get to kind of like, fuck the kid, fuck you as my baby father, fuck you as my baby mother. And they don't care so much about what happened, the imprint on the kid, because they got their own issues. But you're there like, this is toxic. This is toxic as hell.
It's even more problematic if the baby daddy a hood nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta talk to this hood nigga.
And that has kept me single. I'm not gonna lie. That has definitely
real here, like,
that has kept me single in this city.
This nigga got a gun on his lap.
JD
That has definitely kept me single in this city. When I used to live in New York, men would not date me. If they found out who my baby father was,
nigga, what?
fuck
This
no.
nigga a murderer?
I don't want to talk to her.
I'm straight.
And I went and I moved and I started a new life.
Somewhere else.
Nobody knows who
This
he
man
is.
is a crip. I'm just saying, I'm cool. Like, he got a gun in his lap. You know what I mean? His car's tinted all the way. I'm straight, bro. Like, I don't know what he doing. I hate to see that. You know what I'm saying? A tinted ass car, Nissan, Maxima.
Yo, JD,
I'm terrified, dog. That ass, like, god damn, here this go, hood nigga.
Yo, I actually have a tear forming in my eye.
I'm telling you, bro, you ain't dealing with those type of bitches.
All right. I do want to say, obviously, we ran into the second episode talking about I have no idea what I'm doing. Kira, amazing project.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely amazing project. Not only do I think that y'all should get the album, right? Taylor Swift those numbers. Buy the shit. You know what I'm saying? Do they sell physical copies of your joint?
Not yet. We still on
Can we
streaming, but
get
you
that?
can buy it and download it.
All right.
Yep.
So yeah, can we support in that way? Not only for Kira but for yourself, right? This is a great Sunday afternoon. Cleaning the chicken. You know what I mean? Just had that shit playing in the background, bro. Just amazing. When your man in the room watching football, play that shit in the other room, son. Like, yo, it's just an amazing vibe.
Thank you.
But also, she's on tour all the time. Nigga, she ends one tour, she be like, yo, I'm starting another tour. Like, what?
Right back outside.
I be like, yo, you just got a tour. Yeah, well, you know, there's another 50 countries I need to go to. Like, what the fuck? So yeah, if you have the opportunity, I was mad as fuck that I didn't go see Rihanna when she was on her anti-tour. When that was a moment in time. And I was like, fuck, because she's not doing it no more, right? I feel the same way about Kira with her, not only her album, but her spoken word. You have to experience that. You have to experience that. What you see, you know, I know y'all feel it. When she's just talking and you start kind of getting entranced by her, you're like, yo, she's just flowing. Yeah. Imagine that on stage when she's glamming it up, nigga, and she's really doing that spoken word thing.
It's a different thing.
It's a vibe, bro. You sitting there just staring at her like goo goo gaga, like, yo, it's amazing. It's amazing. So, and she's a real person. This is like, look at her. She's a real person. This is
when
not
is your next show though? Is you got another show
tonight?
Night.
Tonight,
nigga. I got a show tonight.
Nigga, she's always working.
Always working.
Tap in for real. She's always working.
I ain't got no man. It's like I'm full of time.
So yeah, vibe with us over there. You might see me there, man, because I'm really trying to just be a part of the vibe when she's out. Like she's an amazing individual. Amazing individual. And we're not going nowhere. I'm gonna show y'all part of her negative side now.
Let's do it. Let's figure out why she's been in therapy. Let's
you know what I'm saying? Man, that was good. That first hour and change. Fuck, bro.
It was therapy session.
Yeah. Yo, yes, you all right over there?
I'm sure.
You all right? Okay. Damn, she be doing this on purpose. This the homie too.
Gorgeous.
Golly.
She be doing that on purpose. Like she.
I see shit like that. I don't even like it. Man.
Yeah, yo, put a bra on.
Can't even like it. Your friend, you can't
She be like, no, these nipples need to breathe.
Period.
Okay. Am I the asshole? Let me see.
I'm the asshole for not picking up my ex's daughter from school when I picked up our son.
Yes.
You sure about that?
I don't know. Keep going.
Okay. Ex cheated on me when I was pregnant with our son, who's now 8. And because of this, he now has a daughter who's also 8 with his affair partner, who's now his wife. We are not on good terms, and I do not have a relationship with my ex's daughter. I have never spoken a word to her or spent any significant time in her presence. Ex and I split custody 50-50 with our son. 2 weeks ago, I got a call from the school during custody time, her ex's custody time. So he should have been picking the son up from school. So 2 weeks ago, I got a call from the school during his custody time stating nobody had picked our son up from school and was asking if I would come and get him. When I got to the school, my ex's daughter was also there and the teacher was with her. She told me I was on the approved list to pick up my ex's daughter and that I would need to take them both. I said no, and I told her that I did not want to be on that list as I would never pick this child up from school. She told me that she would pass along the word and that it would be taken care of, but I would have to call and follow up to make sure that it was taken care of. My ex never told me or his wife never told me that I was an authorized pickup person for the daughter. When he realized that I didn't pick up his daughter with our son, he was furious. He asked me how I could leave her behind when I have our son unplanned anyway. I told him via our parenting app that I picked up our son as I would always do if needed, but his daughter is not my child and I will not be their emergency pickup contact. According to my ex's daughter, she was there until 7 because I refused to pick her up with our son. She's a child, and I understand that it's not ideal. I don't feel bad per se, but I wonder if I would be considered an asshole for being unwilling to do this just this once. This is not something I want to be a regular thing, and it's the first time it ever happened. My ex's wife was apparently delayed from getting out of town, and my ex was working. But am I the asshole?
I'm gonna say yes or no.
But this is why you gotta be careful with like who you having a kid with. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, a good person is a good person. Like I know I disagree with the father and the woman. Like not like you can't put me on a list. Like how the fuck you put me on a list without telling me? You know what I'm saying? That's asinine. However, pick the kid up, man. Like come on, be a good person. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, pick the kid up. Like that the kid is not in this drama.
I don't know if I agree.
Yeah, I'm about to say, JD, I don't know, man.
Fuck it. Go ahead.
I don't disagree.
Right.
But my role here is to see things totally, right?
Yeah.
Matter of fact, let me hear Kira. What
No,
you
I want to
got?
hear you first because this is personal to me. This is my exact scenario, so I'm gonna hear you first.
Ooh.
If I can look at this from the outside looking in, right? Because obviously, and she told it, so I can see if he told it, it'd probably be worse, right? Or if the other mother told it, it'd probably be worse. But she told it and sounds bad enough. The thing is, they communicate through a parenting app.
Mm-hmm. That was it, right?
Yeah, that's terrible.
Did you see my face? Like
they communicate through a parenting app after 8 years.
That's crazy.
Because I would assume that at the time when both these children were conceived, break up.
Yeah.
And we're both pregnant and me and you not together no more. I would assume that that's what happened. I think that's what happened, right?
Sure.
And he stayed with the other
he
woman.
cheated with the affair partner and married her. Yeah.
And married the other girl.
It's crazy.
Jesus.
Right?
It's insane.
There is an extreme bitterness here. Extreme. And I'm not sure if I would even want that person picking up my kids.
Actually, you're right about that too. She might be wicked.
You not. She's not in a good place with this. I wouldn't even say. I don't know who is the person who is the architect of the parenting app and whatever negativity that they have, but I have never spoken to that child.
Custody
I have never spoken to that child. We got to listen to what's being said.
Yeah.
Do you really want this person being a person that is picking up your kid, or like I don't know.
But does it?
So the dad,
you missing information though.
Yeah, but putting her on the list, that's bad.
That's
bad.
bad.
That was
That's
hard.
bad
Like
work.
you got to think about this, bro. This person don't fuck with y'all at all, and is extremely bitter even towards a child. And I can hear it just by the way that little paragraph. Like I do not talk to that child. I have never communicated with that child. Whoa,
That child is crazy.
Do the kids speak? Because they're siblings.
Yeah,
I mean, they're in the same school,
Right.
and
So they're
they
same
with the
school,
dad who
and-
he go to his dad's house. The
So-
daughter lives with him.
What I'm saying is that's a sibling.
This is my take on
You ain't
it
gonna
because
leave it.
I was with my ex for a decade. He cheated on me while I was pregnant, got somebody else pregnant. It was devastating. It was one of the worst times of my life. I don't think I've ever been that low and will never be that low again.
Jesus Christ.
It broke us up and it broke me, and it was a lot of drama. First couple years especially. The drama evaporated when my daughter's brother got here for me, because I say you don't know love until you have to love through pain. It was F my ex. At a time, it was F that woman that broke up my relationship. And at a time, it was F that baby. How could y'all all do this to me? The minute that I seen a picture of him and he looked like my daughter, it has nothing to do with nobody. For me, personally. Because now my love for him has nothing to do with my ex or his mother. This is my daughter's brother. That's somebody that she's gonna love like it's nobody's business. And if you know my daughter, her brother is her fucking life. She don't care how he got here. That got nothing to do with nothing. So for me, I feel so much empathy for this woman because I was in those shoes and I could understand the bitterness. But the more you love your child, it makes it impossible not to love someone who is connected to your child.
That's what I'm saying.
My love for her brother, he's the first part of my album. You see what I'm saying? It makes it like my daughter is going to love this person so much, and I can't see myself having any ill feelings or malice to somebody who is going to be such a huge part of my child's world. Yeah. So for me, I talk about how I break in houses and shit. After the breakup with me and my ex, and he was going back and forth between me and the baby mama and me and the baby mama, I broke into his house one day and she was there and he wasn't. And I was like, me and you need to have a conversation. You can have him if you choose to still deal with him.
Yeah, I'm about to go say you can't glaze.
Oh, I can't glaze over that.
You can't.
I break in houses. Yes, I break in houses.
Conversation.
Yo, we pulled up. Yo, we
like I'm playing the game. She just walks in. Hey,
yo,
I speak about.
We need to talk about this.
I speak about my past mental instabilities. This is prior to therapy and sobriety. I was breaking in anybody's house. If my kid is there, I'm getting in there.
Okay.
He didn't tell me who was watching her one day. And the other baby mama was there. And I'm like, who got my daughter? And this is when all of the drama is still going on. They're like 2 at this point. Who got my daughter? He's like, oh, she's with my brother. And the brother on Instagram outside. So I was like, oh, okay, I got to break in because you don't want to tell me who got my daughter.
Okay, that makes sense.
I get to the house. The other baby mama is there. And she's like worried that I'm about to fight in front of these kids. Or she's worried that it's about to be drama because I just fucking broke in. And I stopped and I pulled her. We had a conversation in the kitchen and I looked at her and said, like, I don't want to be with him anymore. We could end all of this beef right now so long as you can assure me that it would not fuck up my relationship with your son. And she was like, you know what? I was nervous about even letting you around my son because I know how I came into this relationship. I know that anger you had from me breaking up what y'all had for 10 years and helping him cheat with me, and now I got his baby. Like initially, I'm not trusting my son with you.
Right.
And I'm like, listen, if you see how I love my daughter, you got to know that your son is not going to get anything less than that. He looks like my fucking baby, bro. This is the boy version of my baby. He's good. I don't want this baby daddy no more. That's all y'all. That's y'all business. I only want communication with him. I only want to be present for him off the strength of my daughter.
Damn.
It took a lot of strength to do that. So I barely speak to my baby father anymore. Me and his mom have an understanding. I get him for summers. He comes to Houston with me. If I go to Disney, I'm coming to get him. I'm taking him to Disney. I done took him last summer. I had him in New Orleans with me. That's my baby. And I've been out of that relationship. They're 8 now. His birthday's actually today. I'm finna go see him when I leave.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yes, that's my heart. And it's because I prioritize my child over any of my pain and trauma and feelings. You know what I mean? And I also feel like kids are so innocent. If you don't acknowledge how innocent children are, then you're going to put your pain and your experiences above everything. He didn't do nothing to me. He don't know nothing about the love triangle between me, his mom, and his dad. He be asking me every Thanksgiving, like, why on Thanksgiving we can't just all have Thanksgiving with you, my mom, and my dad? I'm just like, you'll understand when you get older, baby.
You ask for a lot. That's a lot.
And then he asks him and his sister, sometimes they gang up on me and they ask me like, what's going on with you and daddy? Like, why are you and daddy not together? And I just look at them and say, y'all the same age. And y'all will understand when y'all get older, baby.
Shit.
They don't understand it. But
Shit.
there's
Y'all
no
the
way
same
my love
age.
for my child.
What?
There's no way my love for my child could ever put your sibling in an unsafe situation. You don't love your kid enough if you play with their sibling. Because our siblings are the closest people to us.
That's what I'm saying.
Our siblings, my brothers and my sisters are my life outside of my daughter. They're right next to that. There's no way in the world I'm going to know how my daughter feels about her brother and leave him stranded somewhere till 7 p.m.
7
Absolutely
was crazy.
That's crazy. That's what
Absolutely not.
That's what I was saying.
even
That shit
breaking
makes
them
my
up.
heart. My daughter's going to lose respect for me if I don't make sure her brother's straight.
That's what I was
You see
saying.
what I'm saying?
That's what I was saying.
She don't play about her brother. If I start acting any type of bitterness towards her brother, I'm going to lose my relationship with my daughter. So off the love for my child, I could not do that. And I feel, again, it's providing that empathy for this woman because it's 8 years later and you haven't gotten over that. You're still mad. They're married, whatever.
So she's broken.
You're broken. And I get it because I was broken too. But if you get enough God in your life and you go to therapy
So I'm
and
saying,
you have
that's
that community.
That's the difference between you and her because I feel like you're a good person.
I had to do
At the
so
end
much
of the day.
healing. I had to
That's
do
not
so
a
much
good person,
healing.
bro. I wouldn't do that shit.
It wasn't an
but hold on.
overnight process though. It's not easy for a woman when you with somebody for a long time
And you
for you
got
to
betrayed
leave
like
me
that.
and
Yeah, no, I agree.
we was together for a decade and you left me and you cheated. Now you with her and these kids and da-da-da. Who cares?
Also, can I add that she's going back to the parenting app thing. If they're still communicating via that all this time later, then there has really been no healing. You know what I'm saying? There's really been no real resolve. You know what I'm saying? And especially at this point for her to, like Kira said, for you to see your child's sibling somewhere, first of all, just to break them up. If they both were there late, that means that they were together. So for you to come and break, just to break it up,
it's insane.
Listen,
It's a tough start.
I can't fathom it. I can't. And then a lot of people don't know. I've had people tell me like, "Oh, you don't post your son as much as you post your daughter. You a bad mom or whatever." And I'm like, "Well, he's not my biological son. I don't have him all the time. But anything that my daughter gets, he gets. If I'm going on vacation, I'll come to New York to pick him up first and take him wherever me and my daughter's going. And I have to respect the boundary of how that feels to his mother. And is it okay if I post this? If I do that, da 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 da." It's just that whole thing was heartbreaking to me because I could empathize with that woman because you haven't done the healing. But it's like, how are you loving your child if you hate their parent?
I was going to say that.
I could not love my daughter enough if I didn't forgive her father. He violated, he broke me, but you look like this nigga. So I got to let it go.
And there are a lot of parents that just don't like the child once the situation doesn't go well.
Exactly.
Y'all do know that?
Yeah.
For sure.
There are mothers that resent the kid. And I'm pretty sure the fathers be like, fuck that kid.
Yeah.
If me and your mom ain't, I ain't being no dad, fuck it.
Yeah.
Like, that's you. You know what I'm saying? So there are parents that really don't fuck with the kid once that relationship goes. And yo, she went through some horrible shit.
Yeah.
This woman
you
went
get
through
my
some horrible
empathy.
shit.
I'm so sorry, but as someone who went through something almost exactly similar, because I'm pretty sure like my ex and his other baby mother are still, you know, that's not my business. I'm here for these kids. That's all that God can teach me to do. Like I have nothing to do with that.
One or two more?
Yeah, I'm here.
One or two more, y'all good?
Yeah.
Everybody entertained? Shit. That was tough though. 7 o'clock?
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock
crazy.
is night for me.
It's crazy.
For a fucking 8-year-old? 7 o'clock is
You
night
gotta-
for
you gotta
me.
bed in the next hour. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
Bro, what time you get out of school?
The
2,
sun
3
is
o'clock?
down
You
at 7
get out like
o'clock.
2
The sun is down.
The sun
If
is
it's
down at 7
during
o'clock.
normal school hours.
It's just a bad person, like to me, like that.
But you couldn't have known that the kid was gonna be there that long.
It don't matter.
I'm the type
They're
of person that I would have
siblings.
been like, you know what?
Yeah.
I don't know this child. I don't like their parent. But every child is safe in my care.
Yes,
if kids are not, everybody's kid is getting taken care of. A stranger on the street, if I see a kid and the kid look like the kid need help, everything gets stopped until the kid needs help. That has nothing to do with nothing else going on. I don't know. I feel so
My bad,
bad for
listen.
her. Because as a woman, do you know what type of anguish you got to be in to look at a child and not
then,
treat them like,
not
oh,
treat
that
them-
shit is
yeah.
in our blood. We are nurturers. I feel so bad for her. I just feel so much empathy for her because she needs a lot of healing.
Yeah, she needs some healing.
She needs some healing.
Definitely needs healing because it's like even if that was your child's friend, you would have grabbed her. You know, if they lived down the block around the corner, you would have just grabbed a friend. You know what I'm saying? It would have been no thought about it.
It would have been no thing.
The
No
fact that
brainers.
there was that much thought and that much
Yeah.
pushback
It's
on
too
it.
much. It's too much. It's like That's a bad vibes, bro. That's like a
It's
bad
bro.
person, bro. That's what I'm saying.
And then and now your kid, you on the way home, they like, yo, what?
Yeah, like what the fuck?
Yo,
Like what's
my brother, you know what I'm saying?
good? Like
hold
what's
on.
And that
good?
goes back to what we talked about. Don't let nobody make you somebody you're not.
Correct.
Ooh.
Who did that situation make you? That situation made you spiteful.
And what
and
you
bitter.
thinking right now? Asshole. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, am
Probably
I
worse
the
than
asshole? Every time you gotta ask yourself that question,
Yeah,
it's
you
probably
are.
yes.
Nah,
You know,
1000%.
like
I'm doing. Anytime I ask that question, y'all tell me I am.
No. I know I'm an asshole. You know what I'm saying? Like 1,000%. At times I can be 1,000% asshole.
You know some real bad people out here though. There's some real negative people. You know, I go to the store last night. Did you see that? On the corner of this block, if y'all walk to the corner of this block, they wrote somebody's name. So you know the city's redoing the corner caps. They repaving the corners of all the blocks around here, right?
okay.
The lone people, the niggas, while the cement was wet, put two people's name, their New York City driver's number, their social security number, their address, and their @name in the cement. It's at the corner right now. Two people, big, covering the whole block. You know how the block,
Why?
the whole thing, if you step on a crack, you break your mother's back?
Oh my
it covers the
God.
whole thing. Big letters this big. Such and such, full first, last name, New York State ID number, 932, social security number. They're writing it out for you just in case you need it.
Laced.
Whole shit.
Laced.
Address. I go look at it. It's real. The name, the girl has her name on her page on Instagram.
Damn.
So I go to check it to name one to message her like, yo, you got to file a report. You got to get that off there. They got your shit on the corner.
And the cement is crazy.
And the cement is
Did you see it walking in
Crazy.
here?
Nah, I didn't. I took cab, but
That's scary.
in the
And
cement,
you know how much a motherfucker, I thought I had enemies.
Nah. That's an enemy.
That's when you beefing with the mentally ill, mentally unstable. You know how
Tanae said she didn't respond yet either.
She probably got too many motherfucking messages.
somebody got some credit cards open.
She ain't respond yet. It's tough,
Oh
bro.
my God.
That's tough, man.
I made sure to try to cover all of it because I had
Why would
posters and
someone
shit.
do that?
But then I realized that's even too much information. They got all her shit spelled correctly, every number, everything.
But how did you know? How did you know that they just finished the cement to do that? Like, that's
Like, how did that even cross your mind?
That's like plotting, though.
That's
for
what I'm
real.
saying. Like, how did you know to
plotting.
do that? Because you know what I'm saying? Like,
The culprit definitely lives around here. You know what I'm saying?
See, I was talking to
Sort
one of
of.
my friends the other day about how I struggle when I see stuff like that because I'm a little green when it comes to people. I'm a look on the bright side ass person, and maybe they were going through something. And then she's always telling me, like, Kara, some people are just bad people.
evil.
Some people have an evilness in them, and I'm like, nah, you know, it just be the situation. Damn, that's some bad shit. Like, some evil shit right
That's
there.
evil.
That shit come
Like,
back to you.
damn.
How do you can't come back?
I
Like,
can't,
no, the
I can't
universe
rationalize with that type of ugliness because I would just never do that. And I've been in a space of being unhappy. I've been bitter. I've been heartbroken and hurt. That is crazy.
and that's Nostrand Ave. That's Broadway. It's on the corner of, you know how many people walk right there every day
It's tough.
Nah, it's tough. It's up.
before the city could come do something with that?
And they'll probably take a minute to do it too. Because, they're like, yo, we just came out.
Bro, I might go to the cement people around the corner and just cover that up. That's just nuts, bro.
Wait, you gonna do it yourself?
It's not hard to mix. Yo, you know I'm a whole. It's not hard to mix cement and water and just put it over. Yo, that's fucked up. But then one of them is like, yo, such and such is a rat.
You gonna leave that one?
I don't know. I mean, did he tell? Wait to see the paperwork. Speaking of kids and rats, hold on. I seen this on the internet the other day. Do I have it? There's so much. If it wasn't for this show, I would not be on social media like that because there's so much going on. But I really did see something. Let me see if I can find it. Where the girl was saying that she was. What'd she say?
All right. No.
I done dealt with a nigga and I found out he was a rat. I was pregnant by a guy that I found out he told and I got an abortion at 5 months.
Because he was a rat?
Yeah.
Wow. You heavy on them cowards.
How, like, but
What they got to do with the baby though?
Like, I ain't want nobody to be like my baby a mouse, his dad a rat. It's just like I wasn't doing it.
Oh man, that baby. Rocky said I ain't want nobody like my baby a mouse, his dad a rat. That baby could have been.
We listen and we don't judge.
We listen and we definitely don't do no judging, man.
I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't mad at her. Not for what y'all think.
So what? Like, wait, what?
If you're thinking about the mental health of that kid, kids are evil, bro. Kids are bullies, bro. If that dad was a notorious rat around there, that kid has to go through that all in elementary school, all through junior high school. It's a lot of bullying. If she wasn't attached to that, I ain't mad at her for making that decision. Like, I ain't gonna put my kid through that.
Just leave, bro. Who cares? Just leave
Huh?
the state.
5 months. Yeah, 5. She was like
5 months is crazy.
5 months is crazy.
5 months is blinking and waving
5
and
months.
gender
Yeah.
and 5 months.
5 months is aggressive.
5 months is insane.
Listen, 5 months, you can hand that little motherfucker an iPad.
5 months, they got ears.
They're touching the stomach. You know
Listen, nah, you know. Hey,
5 months is crazy. Now you say 5 weeks, whatever your reasons is your reasons.
nobody
5
knows they
months?
pregnant at 5 weeks. 5 weeks is
Nah.
yeah. You don't really know until 2 months, right about 2 months.
5 months is crazy.
5 months is crazy. 5 months. And I love her.
We mad at 5 months.
That's my
huh?
dog. That's one of my
We getting
favorite
the pro-life
rappers.
at 5 months. Like, nah,
5
it's,
months
it's
is
bad.
absolutely
Oh, there's a
crazy.
rapper? Who's that?
Rocky from Philly. 5 months is crazy, girl. I'm sorry.
Let me see. I did have another one that I thought was interesting and funny. Or was it? Was it funny? Oh, yeah.
Ask this girl, what do you as a woman bring to the table? Her response, what do you as a man lack that you need a woman to provide for you? Write that shit down.
You know what? I feel like women try to shoot that at men. I lack shit. What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
What's wrong with that? I do lack shit. I do need
You
shit.
lack shit. We all lack shit.
I lack shit I do. I need for a partner. There are things that I would love for you to help me
provide.
with
Absolutely.
and provide to me. I can't say that as a man.
My favorite response to that question ever, this woman said, people came and asked, what do you bring to the table? And she said, I bring the ability to assess what the table needs. So everybody's table is going to need something different. My superpower is coming to the table and seeing what it needs and bringing that.
Let's destroy the
said,
table.
Bars.
Let's destroy the table. There's no table there. You bring your complete self. I'll bring my complete self. And we're going to come together as one. That's it. Fuck a table. I hate this table talk. What do you bring to the table? What do you... I don't care about this table. I hate the table talk. I hate it. I hate it.
I like the table.
I like the table.
I like the table.
I don't like the table.
The table is just a metaphor for laying your cards out on the table. It's thinking about dinner time.
Yeah.
What
I
did
don't
you
like
cook?
it.
What did you potluck? Don't just show up. Don't just take a plate to go.
I think where you're going is positive.
It's always positive.
No,
it's just
it's
people
not.
that
No,
lack
it's
don't
not.
don't have the things to say, yo, you know what? This is what I do and this is what I provide.
I think that
this is who I am in a relationship.
I think that people have made it into a performance act
That's
of
what I'm
show
saying.
me
It's a
show me
problem.
what you're giving me in this
Yeah,
and
that's a
juggle
problem.
for me.
It's a
So
problem.
when we get to that point of what can you provide or what instead of just genuinely wanting to know what I'm going to get out of this is where the argument comes into play.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I get...
What if she say I'm bringing 2 kids to the table?
This guy's crazy.
You want to know that? Now the table exists. Now you want to know.
What I'm saying is, the table conversation, whether it be a metaphor or not, it is super problematic because then if a man says, "Okay, what do you bring to the table to a woman?" A woman, in the cases that you just seen, nothing. I bring nothing to the table. I bring myself. I've heard that way too many times. You get what I'm saying? And I just think it's just a negative thing. Like, yo, who cares, bro? Like, are you a good person? Yes. Do we see things? Do we align on certain things? Yes. Cool. Let's move forward. You get what I'm saying? But if we're using it in your metaphor, right, in a positive direction, 1,000%. Let's go all the way.
I think that the problem with the table comes in when we start talking about the tangibles. We start talking about the
Exactly.
degrees, the
Exactly.
cars, the business,
Exactly.
the
And
money.
that's the conversation.
That's the conversation that it's transformed into.
Exactly.
But the table should be about the peace, the support,
Yes.
the nurturing,
Are you a
the
good
love,
person?
the protection,
Who I-
the
how I
energy,
show
the
up for my partner.
characteristics.
Yes, say that, say
That's
that.
what you bring
Say
more
that.
than what you do.
Say that.
Exactly.
Yeah, if we talking about it that way, like, are you bringing logic and problem solving skills? Because that's the main thing that we love out of men. Can you fix this?
Yeah.
Are you bringing?
Are you decisive?
Are you decisive? Women is like, are you bringing a safe space? Are you bringing some calm and nurturing to my energy? We that yin and that yang. So I want your problem solving skills. I want your protection. I want your logic when I'm being a little bit emotional and irrational. And you want my calmness. You want my peace. You want my voice to soothe your energy when you're being a little bit too aggressive. I want what I want from you. You want what you want from me. And we got to bring these things together.
Question: when you're dating, right? If you were on a date and a man says, the first date, I, what do you bring to the table?
No, you can't. You can't tell me that. You can't ask me that.
You know the
can't
crazy
ask me
part about the question?
You can't ask me that.
The crazy part about the question.
Nah, you can't
this
ask
is
me
the-
that. You can't
This
ask
is
me
the
that.
this is the alley oop of it all, right?
Okay, let me help.
The crazy part about the question is the people with the most to bring to the table don't ask.
Don't ask that question.
Don't ask it.
You asking me that question
I'm
is a
never
red flag.
asking no man what do
Where
you bring to the table.
That's a red flag.
A man is
You
never
can't ask
asking
me
me
that.
what I bring to the
You
table.
can't ask me that.
The people with the most to bring,
They
not
don't-
having no
Nah, I'm
conversation.
showing up. I'm
We're
showing you.
showing
I'm
up
showing
with
up
the
with this. Like
attributes
you,
to the table.
you're gonna be able to
So
tell.
You don't even gotta ask.
Hold on. Well, is this a contradiction? Because y'all just told me that
There's
the
nothing
table-
wrong with the table, but it has to stay metaphorical.
And
So
it's
you
not
can't-
for you to ask me in a relationship. I think that's something that people talk about with relationships and gender roles
Yeah,
or whatever,
yeah.
whatever. And for me, in that, when I see the way people answer the question, I can see somebody who I wouldn't even want to engage myself with.
Yeah.
But
And I
at the
think
end of
if
the
we
day
focus
is,
on-
let me real.
Oh, sorry.
If at the end of the day is, are you willing to be a partner to a person that needs a partner, or do you want to be kind of like ruled over or some shit like that? Because I need a partner. I need somebody that's willing to say, okay, you're not good at this. Let me help you with that. Or I've noticed this, I did it for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Or acknowledge or affirm me in the things that I do for them. Like partnership, that's some shit. And that's where, in your sense of the word, the table kind of just disintegrates because
Yeah.
we're showing up for each other continuously. But there are people, when she's talking about tangibles, that are saying, I need a man that makes $200,000. I need to get this. And you're as a man, be like, I need a woman that don't have no kids. Sorry. But you understand what I'm saying? And it just becomes too. In those conversations, I can tell a person I would never want to date, especially in the way they're presenting, because people lie all the time on the internet.
Absolutely.
But that's the main point.
Yeah,
It's where
it's
like-
irrelevant
it's
in the
irrelevant.
space of dating good people. Good
Exactly.
people are not having that conversation.
Exactly. Like,
And
what
I
is
think
this table?
that if we focus on our own table, like you say, I'm coming as myself, you coming as yourself, fuck the table. I always think about what I'm going to bring into a relationship. And then when I think about what I need, I look at what you have and see if you have what I need. But I've never had to ask
Yeah.
because people can perform. I could lie.
You could lie.
And they're
can
gonna
lie.
lie. Representatives, it's
Representatives are
99%
crazy.
is that first 2-3 days. Representative all the way.
I could lie
You tell
about
me
it.
what you looking for early.
Yeah,
I'm
what you looking for? Okay, bet. Write that down.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep. Man, y'all are fucking good at this. Yes, you got anything for that? Yo, you can't just keep telling me you chilling all day.
What happened? What you want?
Let's talk about what yesterday wants to talk about.
Got them Jordans on, man.
Drake lost that lawsuit.
Uh-oh.
Is Not Like Us now the biggest and greatest diss song of all time?
I think it's the biggest. I'm not sure if it's the greatest. I don't know, man.
I'm gonna say no.
I'm gonna say no. I think it's the biggest though. I do think it's the biggest diss record of all time.
Yesterday, you agree?
I'm
Biggest?
also disagree with that too. Because when we talk about the level at which things blow up in this generation, we have to look at the factors of this generation that allow things to blow up.
Like the phones and shit.
Like the phones, like the social media, like the TikToks.
So what
But that doesn't mean you
Hit
can
'em
discount
Up
it.
did what it did with not
I
a
was on-
cell phone, not a smart, from radio.
I was gonna
From radio.
I was
Until
gonna say-
this day, 2025, it's still doing numbers on
That's
TikTok.
like a number 2.
There are hit 'em up trends.
Shout out
Hit 'em up.
to Killer
Tupac
J.
and Biggie been gone for longer than some people have been alive.
I said-
And that song is
I
still
swear.
trending on TikTok.
Is that 30? Is that 35 years? Is that 30 years? It's 30 years.
30 years.
I swear I was thinking the same
Imagine
thing.
if there was a TikTok, a social media, a radio station, and Hit 'Em Up would have came out now. Super Bowls wouldn't have stood a chance.
Hockey, I'm not even like.
It wouldn't have stood a chance.
not
You
of
got to
age to
compare
even tap into
the level of how things explode with the means of the time.
Yeah.
The fact that Hit 'Em Up is still culturally relevant in 2025, and these people have been deceased.
Yeah.
Y'all want to know something funny?
Crazy.
Tahoe, you want to tell Kira J what I told you? The exact.
I don't remember.
I'm sure you don't. Kira J, when he asked me this the other day, I said to him the same exact thing.
What, they Hit 'Em Up? Okay, yeah, we had the conversation about Hit 'Em Up.
I said, bro, Hit 'Em Up is still getting played today. And I said,
There's
for
a
something
TikTok
to be the
trend.
greatest, sustainability has to come into it. We can't say a year removed from something is the greatest when something that stood 20 30 years.
That's why I said,
It's 30 years.
That's why
It's
I
30
said
years.
it's not the greatest. Like, I don't even like. I like not like us. I like it, but like when it come on, I'm not gonna lie. I hit skip
Because we're annoyed by it by now.
right by now. It's just like it's annoying. It's like annoying. Hit 'em up though.
It's the same thing. That's
I'm
how we
a-
felt back then, too. I was there.
Yo, that's all I'm about to ask you.
I was 20 years old or something like that.
When that came out, right? When that came out,
Well, Brooklyn hated it. So I was in
Oh,
Brooklyn.
yeah. I mean, as a New Yorker, I shouldn't love it as much as I do, but
Well,
Pac was raised in Harlem,
big,
so
it's so big. It's so.
There's
It's
that.
so
there's a difference.
That's
There's a
such-
Brooklyn
that was-
pride.
That's a diss, bro.
You all right?
I'm good.
All right. There's a Brooklyn pride, and then there's a New York pride. Those are two different things. And so there are people all over the city who loved Hit 'Em Up. They wasn't from Brooklyn, though.
Yeah,
the Brooklyners, we didn't fuck with none of that. You understand what I'm saying? Am I able to acknowledge Hit 'Em Up, Ether, shit like that? I can acknowledge it because I'm not a stand to that point where it's like, I'm just delusional. But I also don't like that y'all are discounting, and this is what y'all doing. Don't tell me you're not. It's what you're doing. You're discounting what Not Like Us has done in comparison to another song because of
The times.
the times. So y'all not making an even scale. And by the way, I am a Drake fan. I'm
I'm a huge Drake fan.
Super
I'm a
Drake
huge
fan.
Kendrick fan too, as a poet.
I'm also a Drake. I'm Kendrick cool. I
But
ain't
here's
a
the
fan,
thing,
but
though.
cool.
It's like I don't like when artists of today flex their numbers and not their means. Because there was a long time. Remember that whole Nicki Minaj era where she was going, I broke Aretha's record. I broke Aretha's record. Baby, off of streaming. Aretha had people lined up to go buy vinyls physical.
Yeah.
If we are now at the times where things are different and it's much easier to just click a button and listen to somebody, I think the conversations have to get separated from what was done back then to what was done now. That's why I like Kevin Hart so much, right? When people say Kevin Hart is the biggest comedian, Kevin always says, I'm the biggest comedian of this generation. Because what Eddie Murphy did in the 80s,
you can't compare.
I could do a stadium today. Eddie Murphy did that with no smartphone, no this and that. So I don't think that we can say of all time in a Night Like Us conversation. It just has to be of this generation because we can't compare what this generation is doing with all of the means to what was done back then with none of it. That's not discounting it.
You can
Not
do
Like
it.
Us is the biggest of this generation.
It's the biggest ever, period.
I think it's the biggest ever. But because
How you can't discount it just because there's more means now.
Can't discount-
It still
discount
is the
shit.
biggest ever. There's always going to be like increments or
Grammys, all that.
like, okay, this was big then, but now that big to now, like
And
at the end of the day, the $20 bill today isn't what it was before.
Right.
It just isn't. You understand what I'm saying?
I just like the conversation of generational success. And
That's
I think
fine.
that keeps it more honest. Because if we being honest, a lot of the success that a lot of artists see is because of the accessibility to things going viral. Viral did not exist 30 years ago.
It wasn't
So
viral.
that's not discrediting what it's doing. I just saying put in this generation of it so you can acknowledge that's like Michael Jackson. We could say of all time because he's still doing what the fuck he's doing. But Taylor Swift is of this generation. You see what I'm saying? You can't compare the two because generationally speaking, it's just completely different times.
Yes, what you going to say?
No, I agree. Like I said, I do think that, like I said, it's very tricky when you get to the I think biggest and greatest we're using kind of in the wrong way. Like the biggest implies metrics, numbers. Greatest implies
Impact,
feel that type
that's
of
why I'm
stuff.
saying
So
the
that's
biggest.
why. So to your point, it's not like us the biggest as far as streaming accolades, the placements and all of that. Yeah, for sure.
That's why I'm saying the biggest. It's not the greatest. It's not the
greatest. No, not
the
greatest. And because also too, by great, like obviously the hit 'em up shit. You know, they both passed away, so that you know that kind of cancels out. But the greatness of the diss track, it has to be somewhat effective, right? And, and if we're talking about just what we think about somebody personally, that doesn't really matter if the person is still at the top, if the person is still where they were prior, musically, statistically, it has to work. It can't just be like, yo, he's just still there. We tried to move him, but he's still there.
Well, if that's the point, then
I disagree.
If the point is, did your diss track destroy shit?
Did it work? Did it work?
Yeah.
It worked.
It worked though.
It worked. That's why I call. That's why that's where we disagree. Because I feel like you stand out with that when you don't acknowledge the damage to Drake's rep. You don't acknowledge it. You're like, what do you mean? He still sold. Bro, come on.
That shit worked. I ain't gonna lie, it worked. And I'm a huge Drake fan forever and always, but that shit worked.
I've dated someone fairly recently that enjoyed Drake, but that Kendrick Drake situation where she chose a side, and now when Drake comes on, not now because I ain't dating her, but when Drake used to come on, she was like, he corny. You was just
the opinion.
Like you was just listening to that man 2 months ago. Like,
one thing I will say,
that's weird,
the
bro.
genius of this diss track in particular, Hit 'Em Up was on some East Coast, West Coast shit. What's the Drake Meek Mill diss? Back to Back was on some fuck Meek Mill shit. He didn't say fuck Philly, it was fuck Meek Mill. The genius that Kendrick did, even calling the shit Not Like Us, was uniting all of black people against foreign mixed influences. They not like us. So it was a clear line in the sand to make it go
a cultural
reset.
I never seen nothing like that before.
It wasn't.
And that's why I say great. That's why I say great.
Yeah, if we're talking about the conversation of diss tracks, but that was like a cultural conversation. I feel like when we talk about Not Like Us, we got to talk about the different areas, you know, like the rap beef side of it versus the cultural pride of it all. Cultural pride of it all. I don't think you could put it in no conversations. That's right up there with brown skinned girl and Who Run the World for women who Beyonce. You know what I mean?
Or Dear Mama. Like, it's one of them things that is just like, shit, this means something to the culture.
Because it also othered Drake. Because with the Biggie and Tupac beef, these is two black men. East Coast, West Coast, whatever you want to call it. You can't really pick a side because we all niggas. Kendrick othered Drake in this conversation to say he ain't like us.
Yeah.
He ain't from where we from. He ain't been through what we've been through. He made it a black American cultural experience to the point where when you watch podcasters from London have conversations and was like, I'm watching the Super Bowl. I didn't want to hear that. I want to hear this and da-da-da. And I was like, they're not like us. This was some black American shit right here. You don't get it. You don't understand what was going on in that.
That's real.
So yeah, culturally speaking, there was absolutely no diss track that
and we've
did what
never
it did
seen anything like that.
And that has nothing
and
to
it
do.
get Grammys and all types of shit. Like it was. This was a moment in time I've never seen, and I've been here since the beginning. I was a teenager at the beginning of hip hop. I've never seen anything like this.
If we putting that in a conversation, then absolutely, I'll take the change of opinion to absolutely say absolutely right on that level of it all.
But that's why I agree with yesterday, though. Like the difference between greatest and biggest, it's definitely the biggest, no question. I don't care what nobody talking about. The greatest though, like if we just talking about in terms of like lyrical ability and really like hitting your opponent, nah, brother. Nah, it's not greatest. It's not. It might not even be top three.
We're gonna choose. I'm gonna choose disagree. That's fine. I don't really feel debated because I just feel like it was like so many moments in the song, and then the nigga was rapping.
It's an amazing song.
Oh yeah,
and then the cultural impact. But that's fine.
Cultural impact.
Yesterday's just sitting there soaking it so long. I'm glad you ain't have much to say. I see your legs twitching over there though. You good?
I'm chilling.
This was an amazing episode. I had so much more, but I'm gonna invite you guys back. Kira, please let me know when you're coming back in town.
For sure.
What's your schedule look like for people? This comes out this week. So let's say this comes out Tuesday.
Okay.
Where can people find you? How can people support you? What do you need from us?
I'm chilling for the rest of this month, but in November, I'll be back on the 8th, I believe, for tonight's conversations. And then I got Atlanta on the 22nd. And then I got Memphis. And then I got Phoenix, Arizona. Or Arizona, then Memphis.
Is that all with tonight's conversation?
No. Poetry shows. Phoenix and Memphis is my poetry shows, my one-woman shows that I've been traveling with, the art of poetry. And the top of next year, I'll be going on a tour called Never Been Here. And a Never Been Here tour is highlighting cities that I have never visited because I typically, you do the Chicago, LA, Atlanta, Detroit, whatever. I'm going to be going to Nashville, Tennessee. I'm going to be going to Little Rock, Arkansas. I'm going to be going to Boise, Idaho. I'm going to be going to all of these areas that people don't tap in with because we everywhere. And I want to make sure that I'm showing all of those regions love. So the Never Been Here tour will be at the top of 2026.
That's fire.
Kara, are you also going to do vinyls for the album? I would love to get a vinyl.
For sure. For sure. I'm going to do a live album as well. Manifesting it. So the live album.
Let's go Tiny Desk. Come on, y'all. Let's go Tiny Desk. At Tiny Desk under the comments.
Yes.
When we collab these at Tiny Desk.
Yes.
Yo, also, if you know, repost the shit on your gram. Like, do just the little things, y'all. Little things, y'all. Put it under your pictures. Use her shit because Grammy consideration is a thing, man. She needs our support.
Yes.
Like, this is a woman that really has come from the ground. That she comes from us, bro. And she's pouring back into us. You understand what I'm saying? Talking about going to tap into these different places that normally people don't do because it doesn't really suit their demographic. Like, people do their analytics and they say, okay, you're big in Atlanta, you're big in Houston, you're big here, you're big here, and that's where they go, they tour. She's like, fuck all that. I'm going to create my bases all over this place amongst black people. Yo, she deserves our motherfucking support. Let's go. I have no idea what I'm doing is the album for those of y'all who don't know. Oh, the at names.
Oh, on Instagram, all things Kara J. On every other platform, I am Kara J. IAMKIRAJ. The I am Kara J page on Instagram is all my memes and my tweets and my thoughts because that's how a lot of people know me. And then all things Kara J is where you can find all my interviews, my poetry, and good shit talking.
This one,
amazing.
She paints a picture, bro. Even in the tweets.
Oh, the tweets.
Nigga, because the tweets is like 5, 6 at a time.
Her tweets go viral. I've seen it.
6, 7 at a time, right? She tells the story with the tweets.
Yeah.
Like, you ever been sitting around, you just wonder, like, why do I even fuck with this nigga? And the chick will like that one, and then the next one, she'll scroll, and the next one pop up, and then it'll be some other shit. It's a whole story time.
Let's do group therapy. Let's do group therapy.
I love you, bro.
I love you back. It's a mutual feeling. We've been locked in for mad years.
Yes,
a lot of people don't know that.
This
is my dog here.
Yes.
Anytime I come to the city, you guys
let's
get out of
go.
me.
Let's go. But we got to get you something. We got to go to his bar.
Okay.
JD.
Pop through.
I'm sober these days, but I love a good mocktail. Y'all got mocktails?
I make the best mocktails.
Let's do it.
And the food there is amazing. The vibe is amazing.
You gotta set the tone.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Shout out
I'll come
to
do a poetry show there
JD.
next time I come home.
Yo, you know what? That would be dope because the owner is a black woman.
Yes.
She loves things like that.
When I did
Well, that's why I knew that
tour,
you would. Y'all would probably play that music.
It takes
over
me
there.
a little long to organize my tours because I specifically use black-owned venues. So that's that's the thing. I got to make sure I'm bringing the business back to us.
And they got the balcony up there too and all that.
Yeah,
right?
the whole rooftop.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
it's solidified. My next New York show will be right in your spot.
There we go. I love that. Let's do that. Yeah, I'm gonna tell her today. Actually, I'm telling her.
I'm dead ass. I think
dead ass
all right. So JD, where can the people find you?
JD the Opinionated on Instagram, and at In Living Black on Instagram as well. In Living Black. Make sure you go check that podcast out as well.
What is In Living Black about for the people that didn't pay attention? First time.
In Living Black is just a podcast.
Stop saying that.
What?
Don't ever put jest in front of your product.
It's not just a podcast. It's a place where black people could come and be themselves and showcase that we're not a monolith.
Ooh,
you know what I mean?
I love that.
1000%. Everybody's different.
I love going on his show. A lot of times you go on people's shows and it's kind of the same shit. It's like, okay, relationship this, relationship that. He talks about the black experience. That feels good. That's a good subject matter. You don't gotta make it up.
I would love to have
You're just speaking from your experience. Like, oh shit, yeah, I can relate to that based on. So, and I love that that's what it's called, and it's intentionally that those are the topics that you talk about on there. So if anybody that's listening to So Shameless right now, or Heart or Soft, you got the Nut Navy in the house as well, please go over and give Living Black a chance. You know what I'm saying?
Can I give you y'all flowers before we exit out, though?
Yes, ma'am.
I've been in a lot of spaces as a Black woman in the podcast world, in the public speaking world. It is not always a safe space to be the woman that is on the room with only men. There are only men in here. And I would just like to say thank y'all for, I know I'm always safe to come. That's not the norm, because a lot of these spaces that are created, that are popularized, it's not safe for us to go in, specifically not by ourselves. I'm always know that I'm good if I come by myself, if you're here. And you've never brought me around a man that I didn't feel safe with. Every man that you've introduced me to over the years is just as safe as you. And I just want to acknowledge that and appreciate that, because if you see what's happening, it's not safe for us. And I just always feels my guard is always down. And I just want to appreciate, y'all might not acknowledge that, but we talked about that on episodes. Like, y'all don't know how unsafe it is for us a lot of the times, but it's just always love, and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for being safe.
Thank you.
That feels good. Yo, come on now. Yeah, Dodge, what you got to say? What you got to say?
Why you keep messing with my
girl? I miss you, sis, and I can't wait to see you next week. Oh, I got an episode for y'all next week, child. Ooh. So Shameless.